All right, ladies and gentlemen, welcome to VR Master League here. About to start off our day in an exciting fashion, or I should say continue our day in an exciting fashion with some King and Ignite coming in hot. And yeah, we're going to look for some really great entertaining matchups for sure. And what's this I'm hearing? You hear that, Sputnik?
What is that infectious beat I'm hearing?
I don't know. Oh my! It's Sealable Bag on stream. What is this? Huh. Well.
It's looking like it. That's his Twitch stream.
Oh! This is graceful. You know what? Let's just sit back and watch.
Because I ain't shooting nobody. One was already there. I love you too, Pally.
So with that out of the way, we're gonna start the game. That was amazing. And
That was amazing. It's probably one of my favorite things to watch on Twitch.
shout out to Sealable Bag and his stream, keeping me up late at night at times with one of my favorite things ever.
Definitely, and Sealable Bag has been finding a lot of success on Twitch lately. Everyone should tune in and check him out. So with the neutral joust underway, we are going to have the start to this match. Ignite versus King Gorillas.
Oh yeah, over here it's gonna start off King with a disc. It's Matt in the back line. See the Twitch chat looking mighty fine. Hello, I'm Palidore, being joined by SputnikKobra on this cast in this doubleheader of King Gorillas as Matt gets that pass off and then passes it right back.
So Streb will be stunned out. It will be a chase for possession. It will sail past those two players. It will sail past that player bouncing off post, and it will go into the hands of Wolf 23.
And
We'll seem to lose it.
yeah, it looks like a little awkward interaction with the hands, but they're going to go and brawl each other a bit here as the disc gets recovered, gets sent to the back line perhaps, but a little too soft, and still taking it back is a Loveridge now with a deeper back pass. That's the one they intended the first time, I think, finding Strem.
So Strem trying to bait Wolf out of position, and they got that chance, but it's stopped by King, but King can't get it out. He loses it, but Franz is there to throw it right into the hands of Strembitsky, and they'll get a second chance at possession.
Right back again, first minute scoreless, but looking for those passes. Good defense again, and right now Ignite doing a great job to contest a lot of these passes into the inner bubble there for the 2 points, not giving them time to really maneuver.
And it will be a chase. Look at this intense play. They'll go for the shot. It'll be saved by Matt at the back line, and it'll be set back up to Strembitsky for a pass to Sealable.
So very hot start just in terms of the pace of this. No scores, but just the back and forth across the floor. And another save from VTS. He came to play today with those saves. And now to the other side, maybe even the first couple points if they can get there fast enough. But no, will be just sent into the deep back line, recovered ultimately by Wolf and tapping it back into the Kang zone.
Great plays from VTS, 2 consecutive saves to keep his team in this game. It's still scoreless, 2 minutes off the clock. This is really a great exchange of possessions. No one can get points on the board, but Strembitsky with the attempt and another save from VTS King.
And right back to Kang, still scoreless. This is just, again, head-to-head. Finally, it goes off ahead, it looked like. Strem, you are banned. Also, that was a great hit. Unconventional, but it was a great hit. 2 points finally for Gang, and it took 3 minutes, just about 2.5.
VTS, you're on fire. I hope you keep that momentum. So VTS 2 QB not able to find that pass, and the stack from Kangos will chase it. So as his defense gets back into position, they will send it to the backline player. It will bounce off the upper geometry, but it will be corralled by Mad and sent along the wall to Strembitsky, who will be stunned out, and it will be sent through mid by Wolf 23.
Now breaking off for some stacks. First there's Duel, has a shot, gets the 3. It is a 1-point lead here for Ignite now.
Ignite able to come back, play quickly in transition, and Duel to seal that 3 from 16 meters.
So Ignite looking really good here, holding Kang to only 2 points and getting a 1-point lead as well after a few minutes. King, I mean, one of the teams who can pile on 20 in a blink of an eye if they want to at times, and especially with their passing game. But Ignite's defense, which has been a running theme in recent weeks, doing a great job to really contest and just kind of force Kangarillas to play this kind of pacing that they don't expect.
And Sealable to avoid those 2 players at shield, getting that pass to Strumbitsky, and Strumbitsky to just loft it right in at 3 meters.
And now 1-point lead right back to King as the result. Also, hello, once again, Twitch chat. Ignite's on fire, says Dano, especially, defensively there. BYX Gaming, OMG, I agree, as Rosie Hope says, was that a bad word? Nope. And Andy W with a Doritos. And absolutely, I don't know what they mean, but we see it from QL a lot. And I hope they're good things. And Lanzan, he's hype.
Yeah, I've been wondering what the Dorito means for a while now. So to chase it down as Kang goes, and in the bubble, they've got a chance, and they will find it. Loveridge at 3 meters.
It's a 3-point lead for Kang now. But again, pretty narrow margins that they're dealing with. Kangarillas coming in with only 3 losses on this season thus far. They've been absolutely dominant. Meanwhile, for Ignite, you know, they've had their ups and downs. They even we saw them take a little time off, and Far as well, who's not in the match today. And you know, they're still a team who's been around for just as long as Kangarillas by name, essentially, even longer if you factor in that they Kang didn't come back until 2018. So, you know, a lot of veteranship here on these 2 teams that Ignite's going to hang in there in this first round.
Ignite, definitely one of the premier esports organizations within Echo Arena, dedicated to the community. They previously had an Echo Combat team, but they do no longer. So with all of this being said, I love Ignite, and Ignite is a great organization.
Kong informing us in the chat, votes are 38-3 in favor of Kang on the Connoisseur, which, I mean, again, Ignite is a very talented team, but Kang, it's undeniable how strong they've been in recent history here in Season 1, basically. Really bouncing back from what was, by their standards, a lackluster preseason. Of course, still finished, just outside that playoff seeding, but Kang has really came back with some incredible strength and have impressed me in Season 1.
So with that clear into the backfield of Ignite, time into the hands of Strumbitsky, trying to bait that defender, doing that, getting that pass to Nest, and the attempt is good from Mad, going low and then going high above these defenders to find the shot.
Little high, little low. I think that's a Stuart Little quote, bringing in the modern references into VR Master League today. Hello to Control Flirt Delete. Saying hi back. Dang, Pally, says Far. What did I say? I love you, Far. I'm just sad I haven't seen you much lately. As Strumbitsky, he's seeing the goal a lot lately, and as his Kang goes for the 11-3 lead. And also, do it to him, VR. You did it to us with the Twitch Prime sub. Thank you so much for that.
Control Flirt Delete, who I believe is the former host of The Hive. Everyone should say hi to her. She is a crucial member of the Onward community, and we are glad to have her in chat.
Yeah, doing a lot of great work across the VR scene and across the VRML scene as well. So good to have you joining us here, as well as the 40+ now who are filing in minute to minute as Kango's try to file in some more goals.
And with that clear out, again, Kangarillas is there, but the stun from Wolf. Wolf is fighting for possession, but not able to get it out. Loveridge will find it off double diamonds, and they'll feed it right back to Loveridge, and they've got time to burn.
And Strumbitsky, well, he's trying to get that pass over there so Kang can continue to burn offensively, but as we know, they're a team, they can, if they want to, pile up a ton of points. If they want to, they can stall it out. They can play it carefully and take advantage of this lead that they've built up for themselves in the last 8 minutes.
And Kangos will slap it in towards that goalie, and the clear will come out, but Kangos is just too quick with their boosting. Strumbitsky able to get it, and the block from Mad, allowing him to receive that pass and continue this forward progress towards that Ignite bubble.
And going for Mad, and he's trying to find the goal. Tough angle on that one. I really love, though, the passing, even a short-range leash from Loveridge. That was actually super subtle and yet super nice to get the disc back and recognize the back pass. You'll notice Kangos, they know where everyone is at any given time. VTS, he knows where that disc is, and he's gotten it a lot of the time with another save.
There we go, VTS. 3 saves. This has been a great round for VTS. He's been a crucial part of keeping his team in this, but he's not able to find that as he comes out of goal, exposing it for sealable for the open 3.
And that's 14 to 3 points now. 1 minute left on this first round, that is. But that was fantastic teamwork. I mean, defensively from Ignite, absolutely. But then Kang, just the recollection, the ability to get those quick boosts to make the passes have the just perfect amount of touch, it seems, on a lot of those ones. That's why Kangos has the success they do. They work fast when they need to, slow when they need to. They put the right touch on just about everything.
Kangarillas knows when to show him and when to fold him. I don't even know that quote, but it's good nonetheless. And the slap out as Kangos is able to wrangle possession away from Ignite in their bubble.
Little high, little low is a quote, right? I don't know. Over here, though, down below, to seal extra pass to seal the goal. It's a Loveridge slapping that one in off the nice assist.
I think the quote is, I know when to hold him and when to fold him, but I don't play poker and I don't gamble. So 20 seconds on the clock. This round is in Ignite's pocket. And looking to secure a second round win and sweep the series. And Ignite not wanting to make that happen. So with this rollout, it will go to Wolf in the tube. Wolf will feed it down to Duel. Back to Wolf. And Wolf is approaching this bubble, trying to make something happen, sending it to Shield. And it will be saved by Mad. He reads it perfectly and slaps it out without hesitation.
Oh, strong effort there. Mad closing it off. I mean, we've seen VTS King, obviously, with some huge saves all throughout that entire round. But, of course, Mad not one to be one-upped either, because he is again, one of the best players, one of the best defenders in the league, and showing why, even though obviously not determining the outcome of this match or that round, still denying them every opportunity, including that last one.
Ignite really, really bolstered by the goalie defense of VTS X King, able to make at least 3 saves. Looking at these stats, he's going to come away with 4 saves, 2 one-on-ones, 1 stop on a cross pass, close proximity shot. Really good plays from VTS King. Hopefully he can bring that momentum in the second round and lead his team to victory.
Yeah, that is definitely the hope. Basically translate some of that great defense we've seen from Ignite and turn it into offense. You know, a little bit of alchemy trying to work through the Kangos defense themselves. It's a tough call to answer. Ignite, again, they have all the experience in the world to do so, but Kangarillas just have been on a serious roll. So any team that goes up against the Kangos, they're going to have their work cut out for them. Sometimes I feel like the biggest enemy to the Kangos may be just the Kangos themselves. You know, they can beat themselves, but can anyone else is the question. Well, actually, there is an answer to that, but we'll get to that in the next matchup. Wink, wink.
And the clear will come out. We missed the neutral just as we were talking, but VTX will find that shot. It was completely unexpected, coming out from nowhere with that boost in the 17-meter 3.
Yeah, getting it done there in the 15 seconds just off the joust, so Ignite. That's exactly what they wanted, because guess what? Off of that score, they already met their scoring total from the first round. So it's only up from here, you would hope, for Ignite. Maybe using that to buy them the light at the end of this tunnel, as that tunnel pass goes right back to Loveridge.
So Loveridge with possession, getting caught on my words. And the shot to the goalie, VTX King didn't have to do anything. It comes right into his hands. So with that clear, we'll go back. It'll be a quick change of possession and the long clear off the upper trench from Ignite.
I think you said Loveridge is a dad is what you said, and that's correct. So good call, Sputnik. I got you. As Strambitsky, he has the disc. He's going to go for that mail slot a bit high, but guess what? His stack is not far behind. A beautiful redirect, just tapping off that Geo and looking to immediately separate out for the passes. And again, you see what I mean from King. Those are the kind of plays that just amaze because the teamwork is absolutely like a well-oiled machine.
Able to play so quickly in transition, get their bubble offense set up. That boost allowed Strembitsky to enter into the play, find the reception, and get the shot. So Joust advantage to Ignite to receive it. VTS X King finding the pass into the tube, sending it to mid, into the hands of Strembitsky, and Strembitsky with the open three. Not well executed. That wasn't what they were looking for, but Strembitsky found it, enabling this 2-point lead.
And as a result, Ignite will be back on the offensive joust, just trying to find something, get something going again. You know, scored immediately off that first neutral joust in round 2, but have, again, kind of been denied some opportunities here as we've gotten into the next couple minutes of this one. But on the side of the floor here for Kang, back in the defensive area. Maybe even a number situation if they play it right, but no, having it stolen by Strem.
Strem able to find that steal in the bubble. And maybe this shot, oh, it's going to just miss. And that Ignite boost comes in to support their goalie.
And Strembitsky with the disc here, going for a Mad. And another attempt up by 2, but you can see that formation. Spacing and pacing is the name of the game here. And they have all of it in droves for Kangos.
Not able to find that pass, though. They had their spacing, sending it right into the hands of an Ignite defender. Ignite will get that slap out. And it will be a scramble from Kangorillas with an incoming boost that will miss it. So with the pass up to Mad, they will get this advantage towards the bubble. They will find these cross passes as they work their way in. Holding it, finding it from Shield, and getting the save.
Boy.
VTS King, another save. He is on fire.
Who else but VTS would deny such a beautiful series of passes? Excellent defense by the King himself with that crown jewel of a defensive stand. I mean, he's doing it over and over in this series. But again, as has been the case, Kango's multiple attempts, so the defense from Ignite not able to turn it into offense. And again here, turning it into offense is Seal, assisted by Mad.
You know that when QL Young says nice save, he really means it. And truly a great save from VTS X King.
Yes, Seal, or Q giving the credit there. But Seal ultimately kind of, negating any of that defense just with the score. And that's always deflating to the, mentality of a defense sometimes when you feel like, wow, we just played it really well. We denied their great passing with a great save and these cutoffs. But then they get it back and then you get scored on anyway. And it's a little bit backbreaking at times to have those happen over and over.
Duel to receive it on the floor, waiting for his team to get in position, but under pressure, didn't see that coming from behind Illuminati, and they're going to chase it and get possession and run this relay down the court with the open three. They'll find it at 9 meters.
And even had that miss, you see they already had another Kangos player right at the goal, ready to potentially rebound to dunk it in, either or. And it's multi-dimensional, the ways that they can hit you, and suddenly you just find yourself on the floor. Figuratively.
Down by 7. They started off with a lead, and now they are down by 7. They have a mountain to climb. They have to avoid this Kangorilla's stacks. So with possession, they will send it cross court. They will not find that pass. It will be a scramble for possession back into the hands of Ignite. Duel to receive it. Back to Wolf. And Wolf to take his time trying to find any type of advantage on this defense.
And I really like the passing there from Ignite. It's just that last one. It was thrown softly because the angle wasn't great, so it was a good idea on the pass, but the stack from Kangos undid it. Immediately flinging to Mad and right back. Just worried about the 3 defenders, but they're going to be contenders for the goal again. See, high-quality looks is what they prioritize. If they don't really like that first look, they're okay with passing on shots. Maybe Mad could have taken that one, but still. It's just a testament to the mentality. Like, we're always going to try for the best percentage shot when we can.
Their big brain plays coming from Kangorillas. And back into the hands of this QB. VTSX King trying to make something happen. Wants to get points on the board. It's looking ever more grim for this team.
They still have some time, though, and with these passes, just missing that one. Again, defensively they've been great. We got, striking-wise, got to point out Wolf especially, very, very notable striker, and throughout the months and the years, can't count how many really deep shots that I've seen him take for 3. And, you know, for Kangos, they're going to obviously try to deny a lot of that. I think right now, if Ignite can work in some of their boosts and get to this front line, they'll be okay with that back pass out to Duel and right back across to VTS, but now he's crossed with a cross punch.
A really great play from Ignite, but that just shows how incredibly strong this Kangorilla's defense is. All 4 in the bubble, able to create that interference and find the stun to prevent the shot attempt.
But very nice playing of the lanes there. That was Franz, the passing lane. Unfortunately, the pass missing on the second attempt here over to King down below. Looks like, yeah, it will be just Strembitsky going for a bowling ball of a shot. Will just hit the barrier, but be taken right back out and softly laid in from Strem.
I have to say that the stun count has to be low on this game. It's looking like Kangorillas is never incapacitated. And checking the stats, Franz with 29 saves, Duel with 28 saves, but they cannot put a dent in this Illuminati boost.
Illuminati?
Excuse me, Kangorilla's boost.
Shout out QL Young again. CQ, you are heavily on the mind of Sputnik as all of us are. Your opinion matters, sir. Welcome to the stream again. But over here on the clear, we received actually a pass, and slung out of there too by Duel. Looked like Wolf and Duel getting back just in time to at least get a hand on the disc and maybe not concede another 3, and it will be the case as it resets to mid.
With that pass up and the slap down, not able to find his man as it goes behind him, but to get it back and send it right back to the back line as they get set up for this offensive push. They will find it, they will find their chances, and they will find the shot. A pass to Sealable from Strembitsky for the dunk to the upper pocket.
What more can you say about that one? Again, just could have taken the first shot like Strem there. He had an angle. He was pretty close to the goal. He could have potentially maneuvered himself for that 2, and that would have been fine. No one would have blamed him whatsoever. But guess what? He saw his teammate Seal up on the corner, anchored to the goal, said, hey, this is an even higher percentage shot. He took it from a 90% chance opportunity to a 99% chance. And that's all the difference makers in the world over the course of a season.
Absolutely, and I think what was more impressive with that back play, with that last play, and was the back play. The fact that they lost the pass in the upper field, the lateral pass, they reclaimed it, immediately sent it to the back line, and restarted their offense.
Ooh, again.
And that's just so impressive. But back to the game, with the clear out from the pass, this is exactly what Ignite needs right now. They need to get this forward momentum, but they'll give up possession with that shot.
Yeah, again, there was some precise passing there from Ignite, but Kango's playing the man-on-man that time and giving them no time to do anything with the disc but shoot it into a goalie. So very tough. And speaking on goalie shots, well, there's a leverage right below one as he gets 18-3 here, favoring Kang.
Kang is pulling away. They've been pulling away this whole match. They have stretched this defense so thin. VTSX King has made some great saves, but he can't stop the onslaught that is Kangorilla's offense.
Yeah, and, well, it will result in the win on the sweep here for Kangorillas in the second round. Still another match to be played mighty soon. Ignite, again, putting up a very nice fight, especially early in that first round, and defensively the entire time. They denied Kangorillas plenty, but it was just, by the end of the day, you can only hold off that kind of offense for so long before they will start scoring, and they did.
A great game to both teams, a great game to VTSX King. VTSX King is my MVP, not able to find the victory in the match, but a victory in the goal. Really great saves, great performance from VTSX King.
Yeah, an MVP in Sputnik's heart, if nothing else. But yeah, I mean, Ignite opened up the second round, too. They scored just off that first joust, a 3-point shot, and maybe casters cursed it inadvertently, but mentioned how that was their scoring total for round 1. They had the 3 points. They got it done in the first 20, 30 seconds or so of round 2, but then we're just kind of held off into this scoring drought the rest of the way. Meanwhile, Kangorillas improved on their output a little bit by a couple points round over round. So, yeah, they're locked and loaded at the moment, but they're going to have to maintain that because in just a few minutes, 5 minutes from now, is the scheduled start time of the always much hyped Kangorillas versus Joker matchups. Two of the longer standing rivals across multiple leagues now. And, I mean, be it, again, we're talking ESL, we're talking VRML, we're talking Pizza League. These two teams, Joker and Kang, they always provide classic matchups and exciting matchups more often than not. So looking forward to that quite soon.
Totally. And this game is going to be a great one. Joker versus Kangos is when you stomp your feet and slap your hands and make noise. If we had an arena, we would be screaming and yelling. So everyone should get pumped and excited for the matches tonight.
I mean, Strem does that enough for all of us, I think. He gets pretty pumped up pre-game, which is why we often consider, just muting comms for Kango's games, because they get silly before matches. And now pairing it up with Joker coming up next, I'm slightly concerned. But that's neither here nor there. It'll make for probable entertainment, I think. We'll see. But yes, gonna get ready to go and head off to an intermission and be right back with Joker versus Kangorillas next. Well, I guess folks at home redeeming their highlights is an indirect way of redeeming Gopnik base. How about that? We offer Gopnik a lot cheaper here on VRML. Giving him competition. Enjoy!
I hope that's you sticking up on me because I ain't shooting nobody. One was already there. I love you too, Pally.
Okay, well, there you go, crowd at home. Hope you enjoyed the Gopnik base, my favorite part of Sealable's Twitch. Okay, that's a lie. I like a lot of parts of it. I'm not just there for the Gopnik. I'm just mostly there for the Gopnik. Anyway, fun to watch, fun to listen to. Gets you pumped for the match, doesn't it? So hello to everyone. I see Sealable actually in the chat as well, stopping in just briefly. Looks like I need to change these teams around real quick. No problem. But yes, so looks like we got a lot of people popping in, 40 plus already. Maybe some in there from the Sealable stream as well. See Ochoa in there from the stream. Rock's Titan as well, hopping in with those Sealable emojis. Get it going. But hello to everyone there at home. So for this exciting match between Team Joker and Kangarillas, the longtime rivals, I'm Palidore, joined by SirDimwi. What do you got for me?
Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, do we got a good one here. This is the #1 Joker versus #2 Kang. And you can see it up on your screen there. I'm going to go right to left here as they were meant to go. But although Kang has earned the right to claim blue every time they play, and they do. So yeah, Kang, they're coming in with that. You see that MMR there, 1320. That's right. I would say 1320-ish because they did just have that win against Ignite.
Yeah.
So could push up to 1330. Record is 18-3. I see you corrected that. They were 17-3 until that win against Ignite. And yeah, Joker, #1 Joker in North America. That ridiculous MMR of 1350, pushing away from everybody. Ridiculous record of 18-2. That's after a 2-0 win versus Illuminati last Sunday. And what you can't see on your screen is these two teams have met 3 times already in the season. The most recent was in week 8. Joker took that one in 2. That was the first time Joker beat Kang in the season. Prior to that, you had week 4. Kang took that one in 3, and week 1, the first week of the season, Kang took that one in 3. And those were also notable, as we bring up all the time. Those were the only 2 games, that Joker went to 3 in. In every single game, other than those 2, they've won in 2, as you've come to call them, the Shutout Kings, a name they have definitely earned.
Oh yeah, they've been unbelievable. I mean, both of these teams have been unbelievable in this season. Hence those ridiculous records. I mean, when you're talking about this many matches at this high of a level, because competition is as strong as ever at every single division, the fact that 2 teams, any teams at all, can come away with just 2-3 losses, or even Phantoms over in Europe with undefeated still. I mean, that is ridiculous, because everywhere else across the league, I mean, even among top teams, you're still seeing them drop games, but not nearly as frequently with Joker and Kang as... Oh no. Do I regret unmuting the comms just now?
I have absolutely no idea what's going on right now. Just lots of rowdiness, as we've come to expect from Kang in general in pregame, and then of course with Joker, it's just gonna get multiplied. And also notable, both teams playing with their full proper rosters here. Kang with Sealable, Matt, Shimbitsky, and Leverage, and Joker with Jay Walker, Kong Ryan, and Dash. So yeah, this is going to be a fantastic game. I'm really excited for what we're about to witness.
Fantastic game. We've got a fantastic Kang and a very tricky Joker looking to go head-to-head again, as they, well, have and will continue to do for probably the rest of our lives. And you know what? I'm there for every single one of these that I can be, because I always love this matchup. So here we go. First taken off that joust, eventually by Kang.
So yeah, that was a proper Joker win. That headbutt to that left side. It's what they prefer. They did it again there. But Kang was ready for it. So Kang now with possession, and they're going to get an opportunity on offense here early on.
And Sealable will be the one up in the front line, but as always, they usually have 1, if not 2, back passes available quite frequently, at least off these first approaches into the enemy territory. And then usually after that, that's when you'll see Kang spread the floor and go for scores off of great cross passes. But see, not high enough quality, they backed it out. And right back again to Mad.
Yeah, I mean, that was a master level. Oh, there it is. Strembitsky sending it into Leverage as Leverage cuts in. As I forget my words, and Leverage puts it in for the 2, and that's going to be our first blood there in the game there. Kangaroos getting the 2, 1 minute in.
I mean, operating so fast, it's hard to keep track sometimes. They make you lose control at any given moment. But you know what? Control is the name of the game for King. For Joker, almost the opposite. Let me try and almost the antithesis. I got very, very tongue-tied on that earlier, so I at least nailed it the second time. But nonetheless, Kung gets that disc and passes it off. Joker is a team. They play how they want. They do what they want. Sometimes they're meta, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they get the anchor shot from Jaywalker to tie it up.
You know, what's I wouldn't say it happened off camera, because it actually happened on camera, and then play moved up ahead of it. But that really starts with Dash. Dash got that first the pass out. The chain came in on him really hard, and he stunned him out and kept him out of the play. So one player keeping 2 Kang players out of the game gave Joker the numbers there to get that one in for the 2 and tie it up.
And now just trying to tie up the defense here, or the offense rather, with that Joker stat getting split up briefly. They're going to reconnect before too long, as Strembitsky does receive the pass. And far across over to Seal, directly back to Strem, right back to Seal. But again, some good defense here, diving out and slapping it to the awaiting hands of Mad. Gentle lob, underhanding it, but Ryan does get the disc right back for Joker now, and has the briefest of lanes that will be closed off rather fast by Kango off this pass up high to Kung.
It was a nice give and go between the 2 players on Kang down on the other end. It just, that last pass was off the mark. But Kang going to get this one cleared out. We're going to get some race here, and Joker missing that disc. Strem going to send this one to Leverage, but it's just off the mark. And that one's going to bounce out of the bubble. And now another little race for it here, as this one's going to get sent, actually cleared out, but right in the hands of Mad.
Yeah, he's ever reliable in the back line. I know you like calling for Joker, Ryan, reliable Ryan, formerly Ryan Rhino. But Mad, Mr. Reliable in the back line, the midfield, in the goal, everywhere he needs to be. He's there, and he's one of the big linchpins of entire Kangaroos offense and defense. His role so important. That score just off, but Jaywalker gets it back off the backboard, and we'll get the 2-point lead.
That right there, that's a classic turnaround on a turnover. They get a chain away. They dribble it down, and then one player keeps going. One player grabs it and sends it down to the player that got away, and they get it in. And that's good for the 2. And now Joker up by 2 with 6.5 to go. And
you know what? We are up to 60+ viewers now joining in for this hyped-up match. So glad to have you. If you play your cards right, we may get one more Gopnik base before we peace out later on. But Leverage here goes over to Strem. Strem crossing it over to Seal, maybe looking for it, trying to hold on to it for the very last second just to open up the lanes, but couldn't find a pass. But look at that. It's Mad and Leverage in the back line. Again, ever reliable.
And some beautiful passing here from Kang. Leverage going to go down to Sealable. Sealable cuts in with the defender right near him. And Sealable was able to stuff that one in for the 2 to tie that one up. And still over half the round to go. And tie game, basically we're reset to beginning again. It's 0-0, 5.5 minutes to go here in round 1.
Yeah, it's just always a case of a kind of unstoppable force meets immovable object. Obviously a little bit hyperbolized because someone has to win, someone has to lose, but nonetheless, it is just, it's never, ever a surprise seeing these games between these 2 particular teams. Always provide very close matchups, and it's danger close in the goal. Kung gets rid of it from 6 meters out just as a stun comes through.
Yeah, it was just a solid shot there from Kung. Goalie was not under that much pressure. There were some players around him, but otherwise it was left to do his job. Kung sends that one in, 18 meters a second from 6 meters out, so that's like a third of a second there it took to get there. That goalie had to react. So it goes in, good for the 2, and now Team Joker taking the lead again here.
Meanwhile, Kang taking the disc over, maybe looking for that number situation. Actually outnumbered at this point, so they're going to be in a bit of a disjoint as Jaywalker does get the disc out, but not clean on the clear, enabling Mad to get the disc back, find the pass, and there you go. The one time Kang pressed an advantage that wasn't in theirs, a numbers situation that wasn't in their advantage. It was the one time they got closed off, and that's why it's dangerous. You cannot play around with Joker, as contradictory as that sounds to the name.
And you see what Joker was doing right there. They're basically allowing Kang to control the disc in the field of their zone there, like outside of the bubble.
Whoa! A dubstep. Ladies and gents, the disc is doing the Gopnik base. Credit to Sealable Bag for that one, no doubt. with the redemption, but the shot not going through, so will be taken by Mad, and they have some time here to spare. It looks like there was a crash on that, so that would explain that. Nonetheless, trying to crash the goal here with one more pass. Mad looking for the sealable dunk, the alley-oop shot, and that is a 6 apiece for these two teams as we get a restart imminently.
Yeah,
And
that was tough there for Joker. They had the player drop out, and so Kangarillas took advantage of it, exactly as you would expect any team to do. They send one player to harass a goalie, but instead of stunning the goalie out, he sits up at top there, and the goalie can't really respond to it all that well because he's looking at if the shooter takes a shot. Instead, he's looking he's got to be there to make that stop. So he does what he can, but yeah, just good setup there from Kang. And that's good enough to tie it up there. We are now 6-6 here. What was the time? 3:55 to go once we get back. And yeah, the unfortunate for Joker there was reliable Ryan dropping out there. Ryan 8. Previously, Ryan Rhino. Still goes by Rhino in the Discord. But yeah, he is back though. And so maybe we'll be quick to get back here in this game.
Yeah, it looks like that's the case, so not too much time shed off the old timeout clock here. Got 5 minutes on those tech timeouts, and you play. If a crash does occur or some sort of tech issues or anything that basically warrants that timeout to be taken, it is the rule is to play until the next goal or until 45 seconds have elapsed, essentially. But that said, not a worry in this case as we got the players all back in within a minute or two, so we're good to go and continue going on as QL Young delivers a bunch of Tier 1 subs. QL Young, thank you again and again and again and again there for the multitude of subs dished out to the community. Our benevolent QL Young.
Thank you very, very, very much. It's always appreciated. Absolutely. Yeah, Pog is there to QL Young for that move.
That in itself deserves a Gopnik, or unless QL doesn't want it, then I guess it's his choice. But over here, it's going to be Kong going to Jaywalker, going right through after some haymakers to take a 2-point lead right back.
Yeah, that's that right there. That's classic Joker. They just cause a whole bunch of chaos there right around goal. Get every single Kang player, defending player there stunned out. And then stuff it in with an underhand right at the top.
Oh, dear.
And now pushes them up by 2.
Andy W. From Infinite.
Oh, my goodness.
He gives 5 Tier 1 community subs to everyone here in this scene. And this is suddenly a hype train starting to unfold. And I'm getting mighty concerned, but in a good way. Thank you so much for the support there and the subs. As right now, they're trying to ice this one. Go sub-0 if they can with a goal to tie it up again. Man, the beautiful handoff to Loveridge at the last second. Again, really playing those margins tight.
Yeah, that was absolutely phenomenal there. Mad sending that one across. He waits until that the moment that defender's going to get that stun on him, and that's the moment he gets that disc away into the hands of Leverage, who's right in front of the goal. Stuffs it like a Thanksgiving turkey to tie it up. There were 2.5 to go.
Yeah, super, just good job again. We've noticed that from Kango's an awful lot. We're going to go to a Jaywalker here, getting it stolen, but right back. But yeah, Kango's really playing those margins, and they're not getting rid of it at times until they really have to hopefully get the most opportune look at the goal after the pass. So that's just the testament to the patience. But that said, here's Dash, and patience is the name of his game, joining Joker this season, and for a good reason. Going in for a nice dunk. Little hesitation move from Ryan to get the 2-point lead right back.
Yeah, it was a solid offensive play there from Joker. Beautiful feed there from Jaywalker to Ryan. But I'd also like to take a moment to point out the difference between the Kang defense and the Joker defense. Where before we saw Joker basically refusing to leave their bubble while Kang was trying to coax them out. Now we've seen Kang, Joker sitting back with that disc, and Kang having no problem going out and pressuring. So very, very different defensive setups here we're seeing against these two teams that are playing an amazingly even game here.
And to the surprise of, I think, absolutely no one. Maybe taken by surprise there off the punch. Ryan gets a deep shot. Couldn't really line it up. Didn't have a lot of time. But with just a small moment of time, he passes it through. And it's a 13-8 lead for Joker, courtesy of Dash.
That was necessary there for Joker to run away here in round 1. It's not over yet, but yeah, Leverage was there. He was in the lane. He was looking to get a grab on that disc, but it had to have only been maybe an inch away. So yeah, that was a masterful shot there from Dash to not hesitate. Send that one in, good for the 3. And yeah, now Joker's up by 5 here with 45 seconds to go.
So not a lot of time, but again, we've seen crazier things. It would need to be fast acting, fast reacting, but Jay Walker just trying to close it off with one more leech, but just narrowly misses the grab from beneath him. So 30 seconds left. Time about to close off here. They're still going to try the best they can to get back for Kang, but it's looking like round one is going to be in the hands here of the Joker boys.
Yeah, that's as they say, mathematical time. Someone telling me today that they don't like that phrase, and I'm sorry, it's a meme. It's gonna stick. That's it's just the way it is. So yeah, we are out of mathematical time here in round one. Joker's gonna take this one 13. Well, maybe not 13-8. Kang trying to make something happen there, but Jay Walker gonna get the grab on it. Send that one out, and that's gonna be the end there of round one. Joker taking this one by 5.
A very, very good round. Joker finally at the very end, minute and a half left or so. I mean, they started pulling away by a couple goals, but for the rest of that match, I mean, basically solid 8 or 9 out of those first 10 minutes, it was just goal for goal. One team would pull ahead by 2, the other team would pull ahead by 2, and that was the theme of that entire round until the last minute or so. So with
Sorry, I got my mute button got away from me there, and yeah, teams are readying up here. They got that reset in.
Yeah, gotta adjust the time. So I do got the scores on the stream, but obviously because of the reset, we don't have the full stats, so just partial ones for you there. Lanzan87 subscribing at tier 1. That's 3 months now, and Lanzan with a yeet, and I give you a yeet. And if you would please keep it coming. Just kidding. I'm not Sputnik. Don't keep it coming. Or maybe keep it coming. I don't know. Hi, Sputnik.
Well, the hype train is running. Looking to push up to level 4. Currently at 0%. 4 minutes to go. I don't know I'm kind of, it's yeah, hype train. Woo woo. Let's do it.
So hyped we couldn't even say it once,
goodness.
much less twice. Fars with 1,000 bits, and that is super nice. 43% to the hype train, and you're gonna really blow this this hype open in a second, and I'm worried for us casters, but you know what, we'll give it. And nonetheless, there it is again, some more bits and some more subs. Skinny 229, that's 2 months at tier 1. He's hyped as well. A lot coming through at the moment. Oh boy, Dimwi, this is getting dangerous.
Yeah, I don't even know what to say. This is absolutely fantastic, absolutely phenomenal, and definitely the game. If it's gonna happen, the kind of game caliber of game you would hope to see it in, because these, the teams that are playing right now are the top. I mean, just the top echelon of the game there, and to see this much excitement in the chat for a game like this is just there it is. Brett. Yeah, they hit it. That's 100%. I don't know what that means. Does that mean level 5?
That means hype train with many pogs and a lot of people all in the chat logs. Hello and thank you. So many people coming through.
Yes, thank you.
In the absolute clutch with a bunch of subs, a bunch of bits. And what is, again, one of the hypest matches you'll see every single time these teams come in. These two teams, they give us entertainment, and especially lately, this is the kind of stuff we love to see. All the viewers coming in, I mean, subs and hype or otherwise. It's just good to have everyone coming in together to watch some good Echo Arena. That's what we're here for.
Yes, it is, and teams are readied up now, ready to go. But because of the reset, the manner in which the reset occurred, we have about 40 seconds to go before this round 2 starts.
Oh no!
Oh my goodness!
What just happened?
When Winter just went nuts with the gifting, the subs. He sent out, how many is that? Is that 10?
SirDimwi, that is a tornado. No, in fact, that is a whirlwind winter. What a wonderland this has become here in the Twitch scene. 10 tier 1 community subs delivered to us. Actually, make that 11. And he is a madman in the clutch. No, this is not enough. This is not enough.
No, hold on. That was enough to push level 5 to 190%.
Wait.
190%. I don't even know.
What does that do?
Why that's a thing. I don't know. I think it's broken. It's not doing anything. I think you broke it.
Goodness.
You broke it.
Chat's so hyped they just broke the train. Rip to Joker, I suppose. I think the only way it can be better is in this round 2 is we're going to see these Joker trains coming through. But my goodness, you are ridiculous.
Mathematical percent there. That's absolutely phenomenal.
Unbelievable. Well, thank you again for your support, but round 2 is in fact underway now after a bit of a break, and no break at all being left for Kong in the goal. An incredible goalie he is, and getting the save here, and now Team Joker looking to make some plays.
Yeah, that was just a stupid save there, and stupid in the best way possible from Kong. That was a hard shot from the shooter, and yeah, on a lot of goalies, that's probably going in. And instead, we're now 30 seconds in with no goal scored yet, and now Joker with a potential offensive opportunity here, although it's back in the hands of Kang.
This is worth so much, Skopnik. Anyways, over here will be a sealable bag, taking a deep shot, but the Stacks gonna be fast on the approach. Still scoreless. This is the same way we started out the first round, where it was just really back and forth. Look at the tight measures are just playing on the defensive end. Ryan now with Kung, and the immediate boost again. You gotta feel these teams, just the adrenaline. Talk about the adrenaline in the chat right now. There's adrenaline on these teams' part. They're just so fast and frantic, and that's what this is at the high level sometimes, playing these just master tier games. Best of the best of Echo Arena, has that Lanzan video said the other day.
Yeah, I mean, these are the best of the best. Look at that passing, beautiful passing. Going to get a one-on-one there with the goalie, but she's going to shoot that one wide. It's still unscored, a minute and a half in. And Joker's bubble defense has just been a wall here in this round 2. Kangorilla's not able to break in here, but a pass there, but he's going to ding it off the backside there. And now Joker's going to get that one out, maybe.
So a little bit of a discombobulation coming in from Kangorilla's. Missed a couple chances that normally that would be a 99% assured goal. So as a result, they're going to be punished hard for it. So instead of finding the 2 on the couple of open looks that they got, relatively speaking, it's a 3-4 team Joker.
Yeah, that's what Joker was looking for that whole time there. Every time they got the disc from Kang, they would send it down, but they couldn't get the chains down quick enough to do what they do. Exactly what we saw there, getting down there before your defense could respond. They finally get it done there. Kong's going to send that one in deep from the trench there for the 3. And, yeah, Joker getting the first points on the board here, over 2 minutes in.
Again, it's almost identical from that last round. As a good cross pass. Oh, gets stolen there. Strembitsky almost found it off the steal from, I think, Kung that was diving out of the goal. 3 different Kangos all unraveling here at the same place. But again, the stability being shown to find that back pass, at least having one man back as often as possible for it. And now they're going to have a 2-on-1 advantage. And Sealable will complete the shot. Brings it within 1. And quick shout out as well now to Fars. Looks like 500 bits in the last few minutes, and Lanzan with the 100 himself.
Oh my goodness, yeah, chat's going absolutely nuts. And I'm going nuts with that goal from Sealable. The way he came in, he got that feed from Mad, and then comes in one-on-one with the goalie, against the goalie, upside down, and does a little kind of flourish with the disc there to kind of try to throw the goalie off, and he does, and it's good for the 2. And now, quick turnover there, shot there from Shrem, and it's good. 28 meters out, 18 meters a second. He hits it for the 3 from that pocket. Beautiful goal there from Stram to force that turnover and put it in.
And quick frame of reference for the rest of this round. I'm going to be biased towards Kang because I want that round 3. I think we all do. But you know what? The high level of play, the amount of highlights that these matches produce is just off the charts. And Kang right there desperately needed that goal, quite frankly, because it missed some of those open looks. And those are the kind of things that can really translate into a negative rhythm if you're not careful. So that open 3 might be the stability they needed to just calm it down. And get it going here in the second round.
Yeah, that was a nice deep pass there to Mad, but Mad's going to get stunned out there by Jaywalker. Looking for a pass there, but a good steal there from Loveridge. Loveridge going to go to Mad. Mad coming in, one-on-one on the goalie. The goalie comes out to challenge. Mad hooks it over his head, puts it in for the 2, and now Kangorilla's up by 4.
And gonna hold on to every single point for dear life in this matchup without a doubt. And I am noticing that 210% Hype Train level 5 did expire a minute or so ago. Thank you once again to everyone for contributing to that. That was amazing and unprecedented for that matter. But back to the match we go, because Kang goes here trying to force this 3rd round.
Look at these passes from Joker. That was almost amazing. Their leverage did get the interception, but the one-touch passes there, we're keeping it out of Kang. But Shrem now looking, oh no, Shrem trying to throw that one in on the empty net and dings it there. You know, he's not feeling good about that one. He probably made some noise after it as well.
Yeah, probably, but nonetheless, not costing them quite yet. They do have that lead narrowly here by 4. Of course, lower scoring game, so every point was going to matter all the more. Great grabs coming in from a plethora of players, all bunched up in the same exact spot. A dog pile unraveling and going into the Kango zone, where it gets stolen by Ryan. And Ryan Gets the goal, attempts to, but no, applying the defensive clamps. It's Mad.
Yeah, Mad knows what he's doing there. He knows he has the advantage on the shooter. He gets a grab there, but then Dash now gets that steal. Dash going to go across center Ryan, but now we're a little bit more of this ping-ponginess. But yeah, that was a beautiful save there from Mad on that attempt from reliable Ryan Rhino.
And Sputnik feeling hype there in the chat as well. Ryan coming in here from that corner. Again, look at all of these steals and stuns from both sides of the floor. Getting that one through. A light boosted Sealable may get there first, and he does. And now they raise up a 9-3 lead as they race down the floor for the score.
Raise it. Yeah, that was absolutely beautiful. Sealable getting down there first. He got a nice, I didn't see who he got the pull off of, but definitely a chain boost to get there. He puts it in for the 2. And yeah, Kang pushed it ahead by 6 here, but I mean they are facing off against Joker. If anyone's going to come back on a 6-point lead on Kang, Joker's a team that's going to do it. 4 minutes to go, plenty of time.
Oh, we've already seen it too in recent weeks, absolutely, where it looks like for a moment maybe Joker's starting to bleed. They're looking a little bit frazzled, and then suddenly they put it together in the last moment. So they got to be careful here as they go for a careful passing play. But look at that beautiful drive-by stack on the punch, just denying a goal opportunity there.
Yeah, that was some incredible speed from that stack on Kang, getting there just in time. Now Ryan going to look for a pass in. Does hit Jaywalker. Jaywalker does find Dash, who's sitting up on top of the goal there. And Dash is able to stuff that one in. Good for the 2 and push that lead down to 4 there.
Yeah, just trying to slow it down and find the appropriate passes. And eventually they did. That was some excellent defense being shown, but it's right back to a 4-point game. So for Kang Gorillas, you mentioned throughout the night, their running theme is about the control. Joker is a team that doesn't allow control because they play so out of control at times and really force teams to play in ways that are not comfortable. So it's going to be a big test for Kang again here in the latter half of round 2.
Yeah, this is still back and forth here. Joker trying to break into that Kangorilla zone, and they just can't do it. Kang's stopping them, and that one's gonna get slapped all the way down to that Joker bubble. Race away there. Stacks come out. Dash does get there first. Look for that pass. Look for Jaywalker there, but it's gonna bounce around in that 2. Bounce around mid, and maybe Kang gonna get another opportunity here.
There's the control I talked about there. Finding the back pass always available. A huge note to any teams of all these players here looking for it as they go for a shot attempt on the cross pass. Did I miss something?
I gotta give a quick shout out to Swift in chat. He's trying to get me back. He's just highlighted the comments and Dimwi, no pressure. Only 70 viewers.
Perfect. For reference, it's because Dimwi, the mischievous Dimwi, has been pressuring all our new casters this week, saying no pressure in the chat. You only got this many viewers. And bothering them. So yeah, you know what? Well deserved. Well played, Swift, who, by the way, did a fantastic job earlier today. But
Definitely no. I like Swift.
But here we go with 1:45 left, a 4-point lead for Kangarillas. Can they maintain this? They're going to space out and try to here with some back passes, no doubt. If Joker enables that is.
Yeah, a minute and a half to go here. Kang is looking really good, especially that they have possession right now. Lover's going to take that pass in mid. Oh, a good interception there from Dash. He's had a couple in the game. He's going to dump that one in and looking for some stacks to come out. They do get some players down there, Dash, but he's going to get stunned out. And then that one's going to get backed up right there into the hands of Jaywalker. Jaywalker going to back that one out to center. That back pass to Kong. Excuse me, Kong's going to walk that one in. They're taking their time here, but only a minute to go. They need to score here quickly. And Ryan going to bring that one in, dunk the defender, put it in on the upside down goalie, Mad. Yeah, good for the 2, and that's going to bring the Joker, the Kang lead down to 2 here with a minute to go.
Right down to the wire, as it is often destined to be between these two nemesis. Either way, when they face off, this is just the order of things. It's as it's meant to be, and it's so fun, but it's so chaotic. Going now for a deep shot to potentially seal it, just missing. However, so now at Joker advantage of offense. 30 seconds left, Dimwi.
30 seconds left here. Yeah, Kong has to hold on. They send it back into that Joker zone. They have a stack. They're trying to chase it down. They break up a little bit, so it's going to be a slow race. And ultimately, it's going to be Jaywalker going to get the hand on it first. 18 seconds ago, he's going to send that one out. Looking to get to mid. Ultimately, Ryan's going to get it. He sends it all the way down. Stacks are away. Actually, stacks aren't away. Slow race again. Strem going to back that one out to the goalie and Mad. Mad's going to send that one out with 5 seconds to go. I think it's going to be Kang. I
cannot overstate as one more attempt is flung in, but Oh, I cannot overstate the positioning of Kang in that entire series, that last minute. Holy smokes, go clip it. I mean, Joker played that supremely well. Oh, Kang's positioning there. Absolutely crucial, not to mention just sticking on their defensive assignments. That was incredible.
Well, you know what just happened here, Palidore? You know what just happened?
I'm worried.
Are
What?
you aware of what just happened? For only the third time this season, Joker is going to a round 3.
Ah, yes, that's true. Now, see, I was earlier on, I was thinking I don't want to say it. I'm just gonna let it happen if it does. No casters curses at all. And yeah, that's I'm happy to say it.
I am also gonna say, and I do not care about the casters curse. See, when they go to 3, Kang takes the win. So what I would love to see, and I shouldn't say this, but I hate rooting for Joker just because they're so good, and they don't need the help because they're so good. But I want to see it's Joker to buck that trend and come back in the round 3 because Kang has historically takes round 3s on Joker. And, so
oh snap! Hold on, because before this round starts, I very much need to get to Duel, not Duel, because he just gifted 10 tier 1 subs to the community again. That is, I'm losing track now, but I'm not losing the hype. All right, here, this is a 3rd round about to light it up. Thank you so much to Not Duel. You rule.
100%.
So with 100% ferocity and just aggression, these teams coming out of the joust hot. They're looking to claim some sort of history. As you said, there's a lot of different things at stake for both of these teams. I mean, Joker especially, but yeah, either way this goes, this is supremely entertaining.
Yeah, this is a fantastic game. And Jaywalker looking at empty net. Oh no, he's gonna ding it. You know, he's getting some flack for that one in the comms. Ryan does pick that one back up. Gonna pass that one across there to Dash. Dash trying to make some space. Does draw that defender out, so goes across there to Kong. Kong going on to the ceiling there to Ryan. Ryan takes the shot. Puts it in. It is for 2. It looks like Mad did get the grab. Unfortunate there for Mad. He does get a save, but it goes in nonetheless. So Joker on that shot there from Ryan, an absolute scorcher of a shot. I wouldn't be surprised if that was a 19. Good for the 2, and now Joker up by 2 a minute in.
Yeah, that was a lot. I mean, a lot of hands getting in the way there and finally getting the goal. So it was a good shot by Joker. Mad just denied barely the save there. So he did at least turn it into a 2, it looked like. Was the 3 attempt, I think. But over here, it's going to be Ryan with a disc again, looking for another bouncer of a goal. And right behind Mad, very aware. No doubt the comms coming through in the clutch there just to have Mad back tap it out. And that's what I mean. The comms, a thing of absolute beauty and precision as Strembitsky with precision, and it's a surgical precision there on the shot. 3 points on the very, very edge of the goalpost.
I mean, you want to know how important your communication is in the game? Right there. I mean, had no one been telling Mad that he was under that pressure, he probably wouldn't have known. He probably wouldn't have slapped it back on a no look there, and they probably wouldn't have gotten it down there for Strem to put it in for a 3. So now Kang's up by 1 because of good communication there.
It's like a domino effect of master tier plays at this level from either team. Anytime, there's so much that goes into every single one of these plays that unfold. It doesn't start in the bubble. It starts on the other side of the floor most of the time.
Did you see what happened there? I think it was, actually, I'm not going to guess, but one of the players on Joker had the disc. Chang comes in so fast, but it stops just short. Forces a goofy pass. And now Kang, another opportunity, and it turns into a 2 there. Strembitsky hitting Loveridge as Loveridge cuts in from the shield and puts it in for the 2. And yeah, that starts with the feigned attack from that stack coming so fast as that player that he panicked, threw it up at the ceiling. Nobody was there. Kang gets it, turns it around, puts it in for another 2.
And 5-2, that's confidence, no doubt, for the Kang Gorillas here, knowing what's at stake. And, you know, it's just... The problem is they have 7 minutes, SirDimwi. 7 minutes to still maintain this kind of control, and without a doubt, they're coming off back-to-back games, for that matter. Kang just played Ignite for a 2-round series. I mean, they've had to maintain this constant pressure, and it can get exhausting, but you know what? It's a battle, and they're trying to go and, again, hand a defeat again to Joker, which no other team does. And Ryan Rhino, though, trying to deny every chance at that with a 1-point advantage now going to Kang thanks to the 2-pointer from Ryan.
That right there, that was a lapse in the Kang defense. They let Ryan get open behind the goal there. There was a defender there. I'm assuming Ryan got a stun out on the defender, was able to get free. And then he puts in that ridiculous shot there from behind the goal. The angle on that, and Mad was there. He knew it was coming, and the shot goes in nonetheless. A beautiful goal there from Joker to put him back within one here.
And it continues. Neither team for this entire 24 minutes of action.
Real quick, David throwing out 500 bits, and then we're getting a tier 2 sub, or excuse me, another Twitch Prime sub there from Late Toast. Just got a shout out to those guys. Thank you.
Well, you know what? I'll give a big toast to both of you there. Cheers for that indeed. As we get Kangarillas rolling up into the goal with a hesitation move. Loveridge dumping it out, but Dash rejection. The cork on the defensive opportunity. Dash showing why he is at the top of his game and one of the top goalies of the league for 3 years running as they go running in for a goal and almost saved by Ryan, but nonetheless it's 7-4 Kangarillas. Woo.
Oh, somebody not happy about that one, but yeah, Strem coming in, pulling out the trampoline, going up and down as he comes in on two goalies there. Neither one, ultimately Ryan does get the grab, but ultimately it does go in. Good for the two, and now Kang pushing up by 3 here. But still half a round to go.
Yeah, and again, so the pressure here defensively, you can see whenever they catch the disc, look at that. They have barely any time to maneuver. There's already a player well on them on defense, so it's making it so tough for Joker to find their avenues. Yet here they are near the goal with a drive and can't score.
You can see what Ryan was going for there. He's trying to hit that pocket, and had he not dinged it, it probably could have gone in. But unfortunately, it's off the mark, and now Kang going to send this one down. Chains are finally away. It took him a moment to get away, and Kang gets her first, but a beautiful steal there from Ryan. Definitely trying to make up for that missed shot there. Now they're going to turn around here, and Joker going to try to make something happen.
Oh, and throwing it away, though, goes pressure by that Kango stack, just baiting the pass, and not quite accurate enough. But luckily, Kung is actually there to recover, so the right spot, right time as they dish a nice pass right in the stride of the stack, but then getting it back as Dash.
That was a nice read there from Kang. They saw the stack could have gone after the passer. Instead, they go after the receiver, and they disrupt it. And oh, what an interception there from Loveridge. He's going to try to send that one out, but it's not out. But ultimately into the hands of back into Loveridge. Leverage up to Strem. Strem now looking at an empty goal. He's going to go for it. No, he isn't. He's going to allow his team to come in and maybe get a one-on-one opportunity, though. Excuse me, 2-on-1.
Nice.
Oh, and he does put it in.
Whoa.
Putting it in 1 meter out. Good for the 2. And now Kang up by 5.
And you know what? Some people will look at that and they'll say, why didn't he take the goal? Well, opening the round earlier, Strem had a couple missed shots. It happens from time to time. Maybe he's not feeling in a rhythm. I like the discipline to know that, 1, you're already ahead of the game right now. You have more of the point advantage. 2, you're recognizing maybe I'm not in the most, the best type of rhythm that I want to be in, and that's okay. So what they do, they did the Kango style even on that move, where it's like, I want to prioritize the highest percentage goal, and maybe, Strem figured the dunk was the best one they had.
And it was good, but oh, that feed there from Ryan. Ryan cutting in right in front of the goalie, and he's just going to tap that one in, get for the 2, and push that lead down to 3. And our reliable Ryan doing what he does best, putting that one in the net. And just under 3 minutes to go. Joker not far behind Kang, but Kang looking really good at the moment. But, I mean, Joker still able to put points on the board, so let's, this is exciting.
Without a doubt, this has been an incredible match. Right now, Kangarillas at the very slight advantage, but no advantage is too large for Joker to overcome, especially with this amount of time left. I mean, 2:33. Joker, knowing their team, they can put that on in a hurry. So they will hurry it up here, but Strembisky cuts it off nice.
What a beautiful read there from Strem. He's going to send that one in
deep. Oh, my goodness!
50 meters out. Strem's going to put that one in for 3. The Joker chain, trying to chase that one down. They can't get there in time. And that one's good.
Holy smokes, Dimwi! That was a smoking shot, 18 meters per second from way deep down the floor. And talk about clutch jeans, and talk about clutching your jeans. I'm clutching my pearls right now because this is insane, the madness that is unfolding between these two teams, providing this game, and maybe Joker about to lose another time, but cannot speak too soon because this Joker team is resilient, and they've done it before. Can they come back again?
Look at that feed from Jaywalker over to Kong. Kong's going to bring that one in on the goalie as Jaywalker stuns the goalie out. Good for the 2, and they're going to push that lead down to 4. And yeah, both teams just mad scoring right now. It's just going back and forth. We're back to that back and forth. And Andy W with another 500 bits, man. Absolutely phenomenal. Thank you very much for that one.
And if I'm correct here, I believe I saw it jump up to 79 viewers for a second as it's Joust knocked loose. This is exactly the opposite of what they needed, but Joker just having a hard time handling it. And finally Strambitsky comes away with it and now gets a clear.
Yeah, the chain, the Joker chain, getting there very quick. That's that speed and accuracy. You got to have both to do that. But Lover's going to get hold of that disc, going to send it in. Does hit Sealable. Sealable looking at an empty net. Instead, he's going to feign the shot and then go back to Shrem. Shrem's going to back this one out a little bit. Try to burn some time here. Pulling two defenders out, so he opens that pass up. But it's just off the mark. Kong's going to come out, get the grab on it, try to send it out, but into the hands of Mad. So another opportunity here for Kang.
And look at this high pressure being pulled off by Joker. They have no choice. They're down by 4 with 40 seconds, less than 40 in fact. A big turnover perhaps will be caused, but look in the midline. 2 different players from King. They feel the victory in the midst, but can they convert it? And they will! It's a last shot from Loveridge, and King Gorillas will be handing Joker a long-awaited defeat. It's been a while, and Kang, they complete it after what was potentially one of the best streams and matches we've seen all season, if not the best, without a doubt.
7 weeks. 7 weeks since Joker lost the game. And yeah, with 5 seconds to go, Kang Gorillas puts the ice on that one. They're going to win this one by 7 in round 3. What a phenomenal performance here from both teams, regardless of the score, regardless of who won. That was just, I mean, this is...
Oh, no.
This is what we love to see, is, oh, my goodness.
Community, stop! Oh my goodness. The hype reflecting in the face of the community and the Twitch chat with 5 more Tier 1 community subs from QL Young, 5 more from Not Duel. You had... I agree. Thank you, and I also agree. The hype and the amount of skill shown in that match, if there's any... I saw Twitch mentioning the ESPN things and trying to get Echo Arena out there. If there is one match you can display showing as the match that describes Echo in a nutshell and why it's as good as it is, this was it. This was it.
Yeah, I mean, this is preeminent Echo Arena. I mean, this was a phenomenal game between these two teams. Both teams just fighting so hard for that win. Neither one, you can't give an inch in a game like this, because you give an inch, they're going to take that inch. I mean, they might not be able to run with it for a mile, but they're going to take the inch and they're going to do something with it. And I mean, you mentioned, you kind of touched on it earlier on the margins within which they work and lands in with another 500 bits, 10 bits there from BTS King. Thank you very much, guys. But yeah, I mean, it's unreal. The level of play here is really unreal, and it's hard to express. You can watch it happen, but it's hard because they're both such high caliber teams. You might sometimes think, oh, they're playing, it looks like that's a play we run, or that's something we do. I've done that in a game, and no, not against these players, not against these teams, and because they are on another level when they play together, when they play against each other, and when they play. I mean, these teams are on another level. Period.
You know what?
To watch the two of them battle head to head is it's always a treat.
You know what? I'm on another level too. I call that level Cloud 9. Thank you for that game, and thank you for the Twitch chat for
real quick.
Incredible, just incredible.
Captain Canada did the math: 41 subs, 4,566 bits over the course of that stream.
Insane, and not to mention probably. I mean, first of all, that has to be a season peak. That's 80. That might have outdid our season debut a few months ago, for that matter.
Yeah.
But nonetheless, I mean, all the viewers and all the hype and. Like I said, super appreciated there. Just trying to cool down now. We do have another match set soon, which is to say was set to start 15 minutes ago, but I'm sure those players were in here watching with the rest of us. So we got Gambit and Instinct coming up next. And we're going to transition to that momentarily, so give us a few moments to breathe. And yeah, thank you for everyone. I guess as we await that. Ooh. By the way, I'm noticing my stats weren't actually there. My apologies. I can fix that before we head off. But let me see. One moment. But yeah, I'll leave you off and we'll join back for the next match pretty imminently here. Don't worry, you're going to get your Gopnik. You guys deserve it. So be right back, folks.
looting there, boy. I hope that's you sticking up on me because I ain't shooting nobody. One was already there. I love you too, Pally.
Good evening, Jackson Jills, and welcome to another exciting matchup of Echo Arena, presented by VRML. Maybe a little bit too much mustard on that one. But, yes, we are back after that amazing game between Joker and Kang. But we have a good one here between Gambit and Instinct. But before we get to that, in the studio, I am joined by Dano, McFabulous, of course, Palidore on the cams. So, Dano, how you doing, man?
I am doing amazing, especially after that match we just witnessed. Just like you, when you said too much mustard, no way. After that match, you're totally in the right to be as excited as you are. And I'm really excited to go into this match here. These are two great teams that have great potential, so I'm excited to see who pulls out on top.
Yeah, I'm very excited for this matchup. You got Gambit, you can see it on your screen there. That MMR 1200, a record of 13-10, and that's after they're coming in tonight after 2-0 win versus Space Force on Friday, this past Friday. And then Instinct over there, MMR 1240, a record of 11-9. That's after an 0-2 loss versus Kang last Sunday. And, of course, you can't fault anybody for a loss against Kang just because of how strong that team is. And what I'm really excited for in this matchup, Gambit is a team, because both of these teams started fresh this season, I do believe. At least I know they both started much further down the ladder. And both have really pushed themselves up over the weeks here, pushing into silver. Actually, I believe Instinct was gold for a hot minute there as well. And really, this is a big test game here for Gambit, kind of a challenge for them to kind of prove where they are on the leaderboard and to prove that they can continue pushing upward. As Instinct is not ranked silver. I do see the ranked gold. It's just a little error there on the HUD, but yeah, Instinct, a gold ranked team coming in against Gambit, who I believe is currently silver ranked, but trying to push up into that gold and facing off against gold ranked team here, and a good challenge for them. I'm really excited to see what they're able to do.
Absolutely. Gambit, previously Team Guinness, we were kind of following them, Team Chaos. It was kind of the team we were trying to catch up to the whole season. So I'm very excited to be casting one of my first few matches with them in it.
And so we are getting ready to go here. Countdown has started 5 seconds ago. Gambit versus Instinct. As I said, I'm very excited for this matchup. And curious to see who's going to win this initial joust. The teams are away. Going to be one, Connemara Chaos going to send that one into that Gambit zone, but immediately intercepted there by Captain Will, who's going to send that one into the Instinct zone. There was a player back there trying to get the hands on it. That is Kavichi. Ultimately does get there under some pressure, so he's going to back that one up to Cruisin', who's going to now reset this. And so now Instinct going to turn this one around and try to go for a proper offensive setup here. So that's going to be a pass down to Spank at mid. Spank's going to go up to the left there to Connemara. Connemara going to look over his options. Go for that far cross pass there to Cruisin'. Cruisin' trying to go down the floor, but it's going to hit that block back out, but right in the hands of Kavichi. Kavichi going up to the ceiling there. Connemara. So some good passing here from Instinct early on. A pass down there to Spank. Spank to look for the cutting man, but it's just off and it's going to bounce out again.
Yeah, super solid passing coming in from Instinct here. They brought that all the way down the field with at least a dozen passes. Unfortunately, just a little shy in that last pass, causing it to go back to midfield, where Captain was attempting to clear it, but taken right back by Instinct from Kavichi. Once again, they've got control of it, and they're looking for their passes.
Quick shout out there to Swift in the chat. He's going to gift a tier 1 sub to Palidore specifically.
Hey,
so,
thanks.
There you go, Palidore. You
Super
are now
nice.
Sub to the channel. So it's going to be Gambit with the disc here. Still no score, a minute 15 in. Captain Will being very patient with it. Going to cross it over there to Mojolly. Mojolly trying to send it back, but good angel move there. Going to stun out the player, and I'll send it back up to Captain Will. Captain Will looking up for his options. Goes across there. Does hit Leo the Great. Leo the Great going down to the floor, but off the mark. It's going to bounce out again, but Mojolly is ready to receive that one. Mojolly down to Buns. Buns going up there, looking for Captain Will, but it's off the mark. And now in the hands of Spank, who's going to clear that one out with a player down.
Yeah, that was like deja vu. That's pretty much exactly what happened on the orange side. They went for that cut pass and missed it, and it ends up getting cleared down to the other side, but taken back by Supreme, who's going to attempt to clear that out, but getting stuck in the bottom middle.
So this one gonna find the hands of Cruisin' ultimately. So Instinct still in control, looking to send that one up to Kavichi, but it's off the mark. And now Mojolly gonna try to send that one out through that right tube there, but into the hands of Cruisin'. So Cruisin' now gonna come out of the left tube because that's how perspective works. And Cruisin' gonna juke a little bit, look for that pass. Does it Spank? Spank's gonna hook that one in, and we get our first goal of the game there. 2 points to Instinct from the feed from Cruisin' to Spank. Spank putting that one in. And yeah, 2.5 minutes in.
Great start to the game. You could see the communication between them there. They were ready to attack, and they executed it flawlessly.
Beautiful sequence there from Instinct, as it's now going to be Gambit with the joust advantage. First joust advantage in the game for either team. Mojolly going to send that one up there to Captain Will. Captain Will under pressure, going to try to back that one out to Mojolly. Kind of a soft pass, but does find the target. Mojolly trying to get that one over to Leo the Great. Leo the Great does get there, but Connemara stuns him out. Connemara looking for an empty net shot. Mojolly doing what she does best, just shoring up that back line, not letting stuff get through. And she got a good stun on the attacking player, but a turnover. Spank coming in on a 2-on-1, and he's going to put that one in low. Good for the 2, and now Instinct up by 4.
Such a close call there. Gambit just trying to get their passes in, just a couple of them falling short, but the rounds just started, so I'm sure they're just getting warmed up. I know they're going to do better as the time goes on.
Now Gambit again with the joust advantage. 3.5 gone. Oh, the steal from Spank, and Spank's going to be able to send that one in for the 3. And yeah, it's probably, I'd estimate about 10 or 11 meters out. Good shot there from Spank, and push Instinct up by 7 now.
Yeah, fantastic play by Instinct. Still 6 minutes to go. Lots of time for Gambit to pull things together and turn this game around in their favor.
So, yeah, Leo the Great could quarterback that one. The chain comes in quick, but he ducks him good. Sends it up to Supreme Buns. Supreme Buns trying to go down into the zone there, but it's going to be intercepted there by Kavichi. Kavichi now going to cross this one over to Cruisin'. Cruisin' going to glide in here through the trench, going up there to Connemara. Connemara trying to juke a player out, but Leo the Great does get the stun, and then Supreme Buns does get the disc out of the bubble, but right back into the hands of Cruisin'. Cruisin' going to back this one out there to Kavichi. Kavichi now does have a lot of space to work with, so he's going to take his time. Does have a man open behind the goal. Goes to Connemara. Connemara trying to make something happen, and he dings it off the post. Going to bounce out again, and maybe another opportunity here for Instinct.
Amazing control by Instinct. They're not afraid to back it out, slow it down, you know, look for those passes for that safe bet. Oh, and wow, a 3-pointer from 42 meters. Supreme Buns putting Gambit on the board.
42 meters out, as you said. That is a beautiful shot there from Supreme Buns. And go for the 3. So he's going to push that Instinct lead down to 4. Still a lot of time here to go in round 1. 5 minutes, in fact, that's half a round. As now Instinct finds themselves with the joust advantage for the first time. Gambit with a really quick chain there, putting pressure on quick, but ultimately in the hands of Spank. So Instinct not losing control of that disc despite that pressure, backing it up to Cruisin. Cruisin now going to move through that left tube. And has just not under pressure, so he's just going to keep walking it in. You know, if they're going to let him walk, he's going to walk. That's what I say when I get it. And he takes a shot. But what a save there for Captain Will. He's going to send it out off that backboard cone.
Wow, Cruisin just cruised that right up the field. That was awesome. But going back to the hands of Connemara Chaos, over to Cruisin, sorry, goes for that cut pass, but unfortunately misses. Right back to Connemara Chaos. Instinct regaining control. Going for the attack, going for the shot, and 2 more points by Spank, assisted by Kavichi, bringing Instinct in the lead by 6 points.
Excuse me. Yeah, beautiful little move there from Spank as he comes in. He kind of gives a little, little shake of the disc and sets it in comfortably there behind the goalie and pushing Instinct up by 6. And yeah, just a good feed there from Kavichi to Spank. Really tight pass past that shield. But now Supreme Buns going to send this one down in deep. That's when Captain Will looking at an empty net, and he puts it in from 12 meters out. Good for the 3. And now Gambit only down by 3 with 3:30 to go.
Beautiful pass play there by Gambit. They got it up the field quick enough before the defense could get back and shot on that open goal and secured the 3.
So now Instinct again with the joust advantage. I believe it was 2 in a row there. Cruisin sending that one up to Connemara. Connemara sending that one in deep to the trench out of Spank. Spank has a lot of room to work with, so he's going to take his time. Get a good pass. Good look for that cut pass there, but it's off the mark and into the hands now of Captain Will. Captain Will going to send this one across there to Supreme Buns. Supreme Buns going to send it right back to Captain Will. Captain Will. Oh, what an interception there for Cruisin. That was going to bounce back in, but then Mojo, he's going to get it. And now it's going to be Gambit with a potential opportunity here, but it's going to be Spank with the disc instead, and Spank's going to turn that one around.
Gambit's passes are already starting to land more. You can already see they're improving through the gameplay. With 2 minutes and 40 seconds left, I mean, there's still time for them. There's only 3 points behind. They keep those passes up like they're doing, keep their possession, find their spacing. They could take round 1 here. I'm hopeful for Gambit.
Yeah, Gambit doing a really solid job of protecting their bubble. We see it again there. Leo the Great get a good stun on Connemara and a steal. And I'm trying to turn it around, but the pass is just off into the hands of Kavichi. And then Kavichi's going to turn that one over, and that one's going to get sent back into the Instinct zone. It looks like Instinct is going to be able to get there first. They have a player back and a chain. And so Cruisin now going to turn this one around. And misplays it for just a moment, trying to send that one down. Passes a little errant. And ultimately finding Spank. Spank's going to dump that one in, and a fortunate bounce over to Kavichi. Kavichi back to Spank. Spank going back to Kavichi as he's trying to come out of stun. Another fortunate bounce over in the Connemara Chaos's hand. That was actually difficult. He's going to back that one out, and so Instinct trying to make something happen here.
Yeah, they're slowing it down. Look, I don't know what happened there. He dropped it. Oh no, someone's having controller issues, but nonetheless, they fight forward, and Captain Will clears it down the field. Now it's a race for possession. Ooh, the close shot. Back into the hands of Captain Will. They had the opportunity of only... There they go. 2 points. Pass to the backboard and right in.
Yeah, goalie got stuck out on the ceiling. He got stunned up there. So as he comes out of stun, he gets back in the goal. And that's when that pass goes up to Supreme Buns behind the goal. And Supreme Buns is able to put it in for the 2. And now bring that one within 1 here. As I heard some talk there, I thought maybe we were going to see a reset. But no, it's going to be Instinct with that joust advantage. Just quickly sending it up to Connemara. Connemara going down to the chest there to Spank. A rollout we just saw a moment ago. And that one going up to Kavichi. Kavichi going back to Cruisin. Now so Cruisin going to slow it down. Ultimately sending that one across, but Leo the Great with a good interception. He's going to send that one back into the Instinct zone.
This is getting my heart racing. I am way too familiar with 1-point games in the last couple of seconds, and my heart is racing watching this team. This is 1 goal away. There's only 30 seconds left. This could go either way and possibly have a shot here. And Instinct increasing their lead by 3 points. Gambit's only going to have a few seconds if they want to take this back and tie it up.
Yeah, that was a nice little play there. Connemara Chaos unchallenged on that far side wall behind the goal. Spank hitting him with that pass. Connemara having no trouble bringing that one in for the 2. And so we're going to have 7 seconds to go here. Gambit maybe able to make something happen. I don't know. They opt for the headbutt. It's going to take a goofy bounce. And then Spank's trying to get one more shot there. He's going to get denied by Leo the Great. And so round 1 will be into the hands of Instinct. 11-8 over Gambit here.
Yeah, phenomenal round. Like you said, 11-8 for Instinct. And looking at the stats, Spank taking 9 of those 11 points. Really just on fire with those shots tonight.
Yeah, so possession time heavily favoring Instinct. 4 minutes to 240. That translates to 10 shots, 4 in favor of Instinct. And yeah, Spank with the game high points there of 9. Followed up by Supreme Buns with 5, Captain Will with 3, and Connemara with 2. I see a bunch of assists across the board there. And then saves, only 3 saves, and only on Gambit there, 2 to Captain Will, 1 to Mojolly. A couple steals to go across as well. Captain Will, Supreme Buns, Kivichi, Spank. So yeah, this has been a very a lot of passing, a lot of Instinct possession, a lot of Gambit bubble defense. Yeah, it's been it's mostly interceptions and steals, and a lot of midfield play, but also a lot of play in the Instinct, the Gambit zone, where Gambit's defense has just been stellar. Their bubble defense has been phenomenal in stopping Instinct from running away with any goals here.
Yeah, like you said, their defense is really good in the bubble, and as the match progressed, their passing was getting more and more on point. I think round 2 is going to be a completely different round. I think we're going to see some exciting match and lineups.
So we are getting set and ready to go here in round 2. Teams are away. It's going to be one there by Instinct. That one's going to get slapped down or headbutt maybe. Kivichi ultimately with it. Kivichi going behind the goal there, looking for, ultimately does find Cruzen. Cruzen's going to pass this one back across there to Kivichi. Kivichi going across to Connemara. Connemara's going to set that one in for the 2. And now 14 seconds in. Instinct with that early 2-point lead.
It was a beautiful trio of passes before that goal went in.
So
all right, 30 seconds.
Go ahead.
30 seconds in, we have Gambit with possession. It's going to be Mojolly clearing it down the tunnel, but just missing her teammate. Disc is up for grabs. It's a race for the disc. It looks like it's going to be Instinct, and indeed it is. Cruzen's picking it up. All 3 of their players in the bubble. He's just going to go for it, but blocked.
And yeah, so that bubble defense doing a lot of work. And, oh, what a nice save there. I believe that was Mojolly in goal, and that one's going to get sent out. Now Captain Will, he's going to send that one out further. And but ultimately going to find the hands of Instinct. Now Instinct sending that one kind of bouncing around mid. Connemara Chaos gets a hand on it, trying to back pass it. A little off the mark, but ultimately does find Kivichi. Kivichi going to cross that one over to Cruzen. Cruzen now going to move in here. Moving to that left tube. Go ahead.
I think I need to clip that one play at the Gambit's goal last time there. There was a lot of action there, but Instincts brought it back down the field, went for that shot, but back into the hands of Mojolly. Passing it up over to Captain Will, who's going to clear it down the field. If Gambit can get a boost down and capitalize, they can get some points on the board and take that lead away from Instinct.
So yeah, so almost 2 minutes in, Leo the Great going to back that one up there to Captain Will. Captain Will under some pressure. So he's going to send that one across to Mojolly. Mojolly now does get the defender pressuring, so she's going to send that one over to Captain Will. Captain Will trying to hit the player on the ceiling there. But it's going to be off the mark as that player started cutting in towards the goal. And now Spank's going to send that one back out into that Gambit zone, actually down all the way into their bubble here.
But not to fear, Gambit does pick it up, so they can hopefully get it back down to Instinct side. Passing it over to Supreme Buns, all alone in the tunnel, but still going to pass over to Leo the Great, keeping that disc moving to keep the defense on their toes. Another pass over to Supreme Buns, but going to back it out to slow it down and find their spacing.
So that's Mojolly trying to find Captain Will there, but it's off the mark. And now Kivichi gets a hand on it. He gets stunned out, and then Cruzen, I do believe, clears it all the way down into the Gambit zone. And oh no, an overshoot there from somebody on Instinct. So Spank's going to have to chase this one down. And does have some time to work with it. And as he gets that one, the chain comes in, so he sends that one out. So it's another clear into the Gambit zone, but it's going to be Connemara Chaos there first. Conor Chaos under some pressure, trying to do a little juke off the post there, but it's going to be turned over. Now Captain Will going to send it back down.
And looks like Instinct recovering that disc very quickly with their triple stack. Connemara Chaos, ooh, attempts to pass, but stolen by Captain Will, who's going one-on-one with the goalie, and he's going to get the 2 points and tie this game up.
That was a beautiful shot there for Captain Will. Goalie comes out to challenge, and Captain Will sees where the goalie's reading the disc and sends it over the goalie's head as the goalie gets a stun out on Captain Will. And then good for the 2, so that's going to tie it up here. 6.5 to go, 2-2. Instinct now with the joust advantage, so they're going to come out, going to be taken by Cruisin. Cruisin not under pressure, so they're going to play a very patient game here. So that one's going to get crossed out of Spank. Spank, formerly known as Spank Ladash, going to take his time here, going to send that one across. Looking for Connemara off the mark, but ultimately does find a teammate who's going to send it into the bubble. And now into the hands of Mojolly. Mojolly going to send this one out. And yeah, looks like Gambit potential offensive opportunity if they can maintain control of the disc here. And they do almost, but does find Leo the Great down to Supreme. Supreme going to send that one in, but now Spank.
This is some crazy action back and forth. Both teams clearing it out. Both teams seem to be slowing it down a bit, which is going for some nice solid passes. We're right in the bubble. Oh, and a save by Mojolly as she tries to clear it out, but inevitably bounces back into Gambit's zone. Into the hands of Connemara Chaos, who's looking for his teammate, going for that cut pass, but caught by Supreme Buns. He's going to clear it out.
Someone's going to bounce in that trap area there. Does find the hands of Cruisin now. Cruisin going to send that one up to Connemara Chaos. Connemara Chaos going to send it across. Does find the hands of Kavichi. Kavichi going to look for that cutting man in. Connemara is able to put it in for the 2 from 5 meters out, and full Instinct up by 2 now.
It was a great pass play. He saw his teammate flying towards the goal, and it was a better option to throw it up to him rather than put it himself, and they benefited. Like you said, increasing their lead by 2. Just under 5 minutes left to go. This is anyone's round.
So now it's going to be Gambit with the joust advantage. Leo the Great in the quarterback position. He's going to send that one through mid deep, trying to hit Captain Will, but then Cruisin's going to get the hand on it, but then the Supreme Buns gets it back, looking for a shot there, but it's going to bounce off Crow's Nest, and now Captain Will with it. Going to back that one out to, who's that? Leo the Great. Leo the Great sending that one up to Supreme Buns. Supreme Buns going up to Mojolly. Mojolly coming in. And, oh, what a save there from the goalie. And that one's going to ultimately get slapped out. And now a reset, maybe. I don't know. It's going to, Spank does get there first. He's going to take the shot. Looking a little high there. He's going to bounce out. And now a reset ultimately for Gambit, who's going to try to go for another attempt.
As they pass it over to Leo the Great. Leo the Great's going to pass it back over to Mojolly, looking for that clear pass to the tunnel. Captain Will's holding on to it, currently uncontested. Just going to walk it down. He's got some pressure now. He's throwing it over and to his teammate Supreme. Supreme looking for that open pass, pulling the defense out so they can get into that bubble. But ooh, a bounce off the geode is going to get an intercept from Cruisin.
So Supreme Buns gets an interception, but the Cruiser gets another interception, and that one finally finding its way down into the Gambit zone. But then Captain Will gets there first, but he gets stunned up by the chain. So Connemara Chaos with it now. Connemara Chaos going to pass this one into Spank, and Spank's going to hook that one in. Good for the 2, and push Instinct to a 6-2 lead here. Still just over 3 minutes to go.
Yeah, it's over 3 minutes. Lots of time for Gambit to recollect and take the lead, or just the same, lots of time for Instinct to strengthen that lead and take the round.
So now Gambit with the joust advantage, down by 4 with 3 minutes to go. Looks like an incidental headbutt, and that one's going to end up in that pocket area, but Captain Will does get the hands on it, looking for that pass to Supreme Buns. But Kavichi does get the interception and backs that one to Spank. Spank going to back that one up out to Cruisin. Cruisin now going to try to draw out that defense. If not, he's going to take his time. Sends it up to Connemara. Connemara's going to bring that one in. 17 meters a second, 4 meters out. Good for the 2, and now Instinct is up by 6.
That was a fantastic display of patience. You see they weren't rushing. They back passed it twice and slowly brought it up the field. Slow and steady wins the race.
That it does, as the tortoise and the hare taught us when we were young. So that's going to be Gambit again with that joust advantage. Leo the Great going to take his time here. Going to send that one through mid. Beautiful pass there up to Supreme Buns. Supreme Buns on that cloud block. Going to send that one back to the target there of Captain Will. Captain Will trying to send that one to Leo the Great, but that one's going to bounce off the angle there. Nice steal there from Captain Will. Captain Will was looking at an empty net. Instead, he's going to send that one to Leo the Great. Leo the Great is going to take that shot from 14 meters out, 14 meters a second. A 1 second shot, good for the 3, and now Instinct is within 3.
Beautiful steal by Captain Will, taking that disc back that was stolen from him originally, getting it down to his teammate with the open net, only bringing them 3 points away from tying it up.
So a minute 45 to go here. Instinct is definitely going to be wanting to burn some time before they actually try to sink another goal. And taking their time is what they're going to do here. There's that chain trying to challenge. Good stun there to stun that chain out. So Cruising gets to walk up. He does pass that one in the left tube. Gavici. So Gavici going to back that one up as he was lacking pass options forward. So he hits Spank there in the tube. Spank, but good steal there from Supreme Buns. He's going to send that one back to the tube. And so it's going to be a race. We have 2 chains coming out for it. Instinct trying to get there first. They overshoot. And both teams take a moment to get there. And ultimately, it's going to be that second chain from Instinct. But a good stun there. But then that one's ultimately going to come out. But into the hands of Supreme Buns. Supreme Buns over the Captain Will. Captain Will over to Supreme Buns. He gets stunned out. And now that one's going to bounce out again.
Instinct's defense is on point right now. They're not letting anyone into their bubble. Gambit needs to grab this disc, slow it down, and find their spacing. They still got 48 seconds, which in this game can feel like a lifetime sometimes. But it's back to Captain Will's hand, passing it over to Mo Jolly. Mo Jolly looking for her option. Unfortunately getting stunned, but possibly going to be recovered here by Captain Will. It is recovered. He's going to pass it all the way over to Leo the Great, who's going for his... deflected.
So that one's going to trickle all the way back into the Gambit zone. Both teams trying to get some chains together. I see some stuns going off in the backfield there. And it will be Gambit getting there first. They only have 7. Oh, no. Cruising ultimately coming away with it. And Cruising's going to sink that one in. And that's good enough for the ice. Instinct is going to take round 2. 10-5 here. And that's going to be the game. Instinct going to take this one into against Gambit.
Well, it was a very good games nonetheless. Both teams showed some great passing, some great boosting. It was extremely enjoyable to watch. I look forward to see what these teams do next week.
And Sneaky Evil can chill out. Sneaky always with something to say. I am sounding so sharp there. I'm not trying to. Anyways, love you, Sneaky. So yeah, Spank gonna get the game high points there, 13. Conor Chaos with 8, 5 to Captain Will and Supreme Buns, 3 to Leo the Great. And yeah, look at assists across the board there for both teams going around, especially for Instinct. 4 there to Kichi, 2 to Cruiser, and 1 to Spank, and 1 to Conor Chaos. And yeah, a bunch of saves though. I mean, look at the saves on Gambit side there. Mojolly coming away with 4, which is what we would expect. Mojolly's a phenomenal backline player. Captain Will coming away with 2, Supreme Buns and Leo the Great both with 1, and then a handful of steals to go across as well. And most players in the game up in the 20s there in the stun counts as well. So yeah, well played by both teams. Gambit almost coming back there in round 2, almost forcing that round 3, but it is going to be Instinct coming away winning that one in 2.
Yeah, great games. I love seeing when there's saves all around. It's just a testament to, like we were saying, their defense is fantastic, and it's because every member of the team was defending that goal. Doesn't matter who's there, they're saving those discs.
So, all right, now we are not done on the day. We have a handful more games coming up tonight. Actually, in 15 minutes, Spaghetti and Instinct are going to be facing off. So Instinct pulling a doubleheader here. That's at 7 Central, and then 30 minutes after that, there's actually 3 games going on at the same time, and I think we're only going to be seeing 2 of them, unfortunately. So at 7:30 Central, you have Team Joker versus Infinite. That's going to be on VRML 1 with Palidore and Sputnik. And then I will be on VRML 2 casting Creamy Milk and Illuminati. And then I see Dano was hanging around on the signups there. So Dano, you're welcome to join me on that one if you'd like. We can, of course, we can talk about that in a bit. But then to finish us off on the night at 8:30 Central, it's going to be Mirage versus Skull Crusaders. And yeah, so definitely some exciting games yet to come here today. The next one is scheduled to kick off in about 15 minutes right here on this channel. So yeah, definitely stick around. Come back for some more. Hang out with us for the rest of the night. But for now, I have been SirDimwi. That was Dano McFabulous, and that was Palidore on the cameras. We thank you very much for joining us here on VRML for Echo Arena between Gambit and Instinct, and we will see you around.
Stay classy, everyone.
There it is. Strembitsky sending it into Leverage as Leverage cuts in. As I forget my word.
Gets that disc and passes it off. Joker is a team, they play how they want. They do what they want. Sometimes they're meta, sometimes they're not. Sometimes they get the anchor shot from Jaywalker to tie it up. Entire King Gorilla's offense and defense. His role so important at score just off. But Jaywalker gets it back off the backboard. The back line, again, ever reliable.
And some beautiful passing here from Kang. Leverage gonna go down to Sealable. Sealable cuts in with the play with the defender right near him.
Guys, seeing these games between these two particular teams always provide very close matchups, and it's danger close in the goal. Kung gets rid of it from 6 meters out just as a spare. It looks like there was a crash on that, so that would explain that. Nonetheless, trying to crash the goal here with one more pass. Mad looking for the Sealable dunk, the alley-oop shot. And that is a 6th up on it, then I guess it's his choice. But over here, it's gonna be Kung going to Jaywalker, going right through after some haymakers to take a 2-point lead right back. Trying to ice this one, go sub-zero if they can with a goal to tie it up again. Man, the beautiful handoff to Leverage at the last second. Again, really playing those margins tight. This is the name of his game, joining Joker this season, and for a good reason. Going in for a nice dunk. Little hesitation move from Ryan to get the 2-point lead. The punch, Ryan gets a deep shot, couldn't really line it up, didn't have a lot of time, but with just a small moment of time, he passes it through, and it's a 13-8 lead.
So yeah, we are out of mathematical time here in round one. Joker's gonna take this one 13, well maybe not 13-8. Kang trying to make something happen there, but Jaywalker gonna get the round.
Normally that would be a 99% assured goal. So as a result, they're gonna be punished hard for it. So instead of finding the two on the couple of open ability being shown to find that back pass, at least having one man back as often as possible for it. And now they're gonna have a 2-on-1 advantage, and Sealable will complete the shot, brings it within 1.
And does a little kind of flourish with the disc there to kind of try to throw the goalie off, and he does, and it's good for the 2. And now, quick turnover there, shot there from Shrimp, and it's good. It's by Jaywalker. Looking for a passer, but a good steal there from Leverage. Leverage gonna go to Mad. Mad coming in, 1-on-1 on the goalie. The goalie comes out to challenge. Mad hooks it over his head, puts it in.
Unraveling and going into the Kango zone, where it gets stolen by Ryan, and Ryan gets the goal, attempts to, but no, applying the defensive clamps. It's Mad. Through a light boosted Sealable may get there first, and he does, and now they raise up a 9-3 lead as they race down the floor for the score.
Kang getting there just in time. Now Ryan gonna look for a pass in, does hit Jaywalker. Jaywalker does find Dash, who's sitting up on top of the goal there, and Dash is able to stuff. Excuse me, Kung's gonna walk that one in. They're taking their time here, but only a minute to go. They need to score here quickly. And Ryan gonna bring that one in, dunk the defender, put it in on the upside down goalie. Dash trying to make some space, does draw that defender out, so goes across there to Kung. Kung going on to the ceiling here to Ryan. Ryan takes the shot, puts it in. It is for 2, as it looks like.
It becomes a thing of absolute beauty and precision as Strembitsky with precision, and it's a surgical precision there on the shot. 3 points on the very
disc. Chang comes in so fast, but it stops just short, forces a goofy pass. Now Kang, another opportunity, and it turns into a 2 there. Strembitsky hitting Leverage as Leverage.
It's a battle, and they're trying to go and again hand a defeat again to Joker, which no other team does. And Ryan Rhino, though, trying to deny every chance at that with a 1-point advantage now. Go move, Leverage dumping it out, but Dash rejection. The cork on the defensive opportunity. Dash showed at the top of his game and one of the top goalies of the league for 3 years running as they go running in for a goal and almost saved by Ryan, but nonetheless it's 7-4 Kangorillas.
He's going to allow his team to come in and maybe get a 1-on-1 opportunity though. Excuse me, 2-on-1.
Nice.
And he does put it in, putting it in 1 meter out. Good for the 2. And
that's percentage goal. And maybe, Strem figured the dunk was the best one they have.
And it was good, but that feed there from Ryan. Ryan cutting in right.
So they will hurry it up here, but Strembitsky cuts it off. Nice.
What a beautiful read there for Strem. He's going to send that one in.
Oh my goodness!
50 meters out. Strem's going to put.
Joker team is resilient, and they've done it before. Can they come back again?
Look at that feed from Jaywalker over to Kong. Kong's going to bring that one in on the goalie as Jaywalker sends.
Players from King, they feel the victory in the midst, but can they convert it? And they will! It's a last shot from Lover. Okay, ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the stream here. VR Master League, what's been just a tremendously exciting series of games and matches, and just all day long. The Twitch has been hyped, the viewers have been tuning in, and we are completely tuned in and locked on to this next matchup between Instinct and Spaghetti. Instinct coming off of that victory against Gambit just about 15-20 minutes ago. But here on the caster's booth today, I'm Palidore, joining back once more with SputnikKobra this time. And, excuse me, Banana. Anyways, how's it going, Sputnik?
It's going well. I'm a little exhausted after watching that previous match between Joker and Kangarillas. A lot of us were sitting in the VRML spectator channel. There may have been 30 of us, and we were all screaming. It was full of excitement, and I am burnt.
Yeah. Does Discord even hold up when you have that many people in the voice chat? I would think it's just a bunch of garbled mess, if nothing else. But it sounded like it was a lot of fun, and it was even recorded apparently. So I'll have to check out some of those reactions from that game later on, for sure.
As Meatballer says in chat, orange slices anyone. I think my mom brought them. I would go check under the bench. It's right next to my water bottle.
Well, so this match here between Spaghetti and Instinct, we got Spaghetti coming in with that gold rank, 1220 on the MMR sheet here with 12 wins, 10 losses, most recently yesterday against Skull Crusaders in 3 rounds. For Instinct, as the good luck have funds come out, 1240 MMR, also gold rank, 11 and 9 on the record, falling to Kangarillas last time around, who we also saw, well, caused Joker to fall, and what was just a tremendous game earlier on. But with that said, we're continuing to roll with it back-to-back games here for Instinct, the second of this doubleheader, and heading into the first neutral joust here to meet Baller with that disc. The immediate shot and doesn't miss. That is a hard start, 6 seconds in, Sputnik.
A fiery start at that Meatball, able to get that headbutt flick towards Trench and pick it up. He had that 12-meter 3. So joust advantage to Instinct, down by 3, only 20 seconds off the clock. It's going to be interesting to see how they respond, and they're going to have to do it right now.
Yeah, off of that shot, putting in that Italian spice. See Meatball, or even the Twitch chat before the game started says, orange slices anyone? Not sure what that means, but sure, I like orange slices. But over here, Spank with the disc at mid, being contested, losing the disc, and off it goes now on the wall, recovered by Kavici.
To receive it in tube, off the wall, under pressure will be Spank. Spank's going to send it ahead for that forward player to try and get off the floor. The goalie will miss it, and a slap will come out. It will be wide, too high for the shot, and be retrieved with a stun by Y-Perm.
Now Spank going down beneath here, looking to relinquish control to his teammates as they back it out here to Cruisin'. Got Kavici on one side. We got on the opposite shoulder, Connemara, but losing the handles and even right past the wickets. Will be back to the other side. And now maybe advantage going back to Spaghetti off this shot. That's 2 points and 5 up now after a minute and 30.
2 quick plays in transition. Spaghetti has been able to find these shots that they need. They have to find a good defense to stop Instinct. Instinct looking like they're not be able to get started right now. They're finding their rhythm, so with the joust advantage to them to QB, it will be Cruisin' and sending it to the side to Connemara.
I see a big ball noodle in the chat there. Welcome. Recognize him from Seal's stream, and looking like he was one of the lucky people there who got one of the 41 gifted subs that went out during that Kango's Joker game. Absolutely insane from a plethora of people as they go here for the plethora of passes through all the bodies lining up, and now back to the midfield again.
Trying to find that pass. They will not. It will be into the hands of it. Spaghetti will go for that clear into the back line of Instinct, and to receive is Connemara. So Connemara with one ahead under pressure. Going to send that pass low and left, and then it be fed right back upper right. So Spank with possession. We're going to chase that with a boost. Not able to get it. And it'll be a scramble for possession in the upper trench.
A lot of scrambling going on here, which is appropriate to Spaghetti after all, but will be Al taking it away, going for the shot, just misses, and laments it as well. Couldn't convert, but still a rebound will lessen the pain.
Meatballer with that defender ahead of him, losing possession, but able to recover his isolate. Isolate trying to find that pass below goal. It's slapped back out towards his direction, not able to find it in time. It'll be a 1v1 between these two players as Konamara will find it and goes for the long shot, and it will bounce off the shield back into the hands of Spaghetti's defense.
And again, the back and forth continues between these two teams. It's some hot potato, and you know, it will happen from time to time, especially here. You know, first few minutes, sometimes you see that mad scramble unfolding. Usually, give it a couple of minutes, and you'll see the teams calm down a bit. But I have noticed as of late, Spaghetti has at times, for as good of a team as they are, and you know, maintaining that gold rank for most of the season, they have opened up a little bit slow on some of their games the last week or two.
And Instinct trying to find that cross pass behind its target. It will bounce out. Meatball will receive it under pressure. Going for that clear through mid. Will find it as it bounces off the geometry to be retrieved by that forward player. Ow, with the shot. But the save from Instinct will knock it back out, and they'll get a second chance at this possession.
And ow, another save from Cruisin'. Oh man, ow, kind of screaming in unison with me on that save. So Spaghetti unable to convert, but they're still up by 5. Meanwhile, for Instinct looking for just their first 2, and they get it through. It's Konamara Chaos.
5 minutes, 40 seconds on the clock. This is a good game. Only 7 points between these two teams. It's low scoring, and it is intense. Instinct, well, with a rematch and a time stoppage, we will be waiting now.
Yeah, didn't hear any comms on that one in terms of why that had occurred, so wasn't expecting it. But our stats will be wiped as a result, but that's okay. We got a little time here, and we'll get the timer up on the stream for you. In the meantime, hello again to Twitch chat. See B-Love involved in there too, saying go teams, and the FBI 911 says, as an Italian, I must root for Spaghetti. Well, I can only assume that FBI stands for full-blooded Italian. Yes, sounds about right.
That was really good. I'm sitting here smiling right now. That was a really good one. But I would also like to say, I want to shout out our 3 top contributors today. Not Duel with 15 subs. Whirlwind Winter with 10 subs. QL Young with 10 subs. Fars with 2,000 bits. Lanson with 1,000 bits. And Rad David N with 500 bits.
Yeah, that was all produced from that level 5 hype train. Apparently that's the max, because that level 5 hype train went to 210% before it finally expired. So apparently not even a level 6. We reached the max, and that hype definitely came derailed, but it was worth it because, like we were saying, that was definitely the most exciting game of the season, and perhaps just period. I mean, it's hard to say. I mentioned kind of recency bias obviously might be a factor, but it's hard to deny the fact that with all those stakes at play, with how close the series has been between Joker and King. I mean, the fact that it stayed close pretty much 29 out of 30 minutes. It wasn't until the last minute and a half that King had some late game goals to finally pull away at the end. But otherwise, 29 out of 30 minutes to have it be just goal for goal is unbelievable.
Some great play from these teams today. I'm very lucky to be a part of this. I'm lucky to be able to watch this and experience the energy with the community, with the viewers, with everyone, and it's really amazing stuff.
Absolutely. It's been fun, and it's been, I mean, a lot of matches over the course of the season, a lot of interesting stories to follow. Instinct definitely was one of them coming into this season, not participating by name anyways in pre-season, unless I'm totally no, I'm pretty sure I'm correct on that. And yeah, just coming together. They had week 1 roster change, like 2 of their players I think changed up, but nonetheless, Instinct coming in as kind of a story of this new team forming, and they've impressed. They've really came close so many times to taking series off the master tier teams, but nonetheless have found themselves firmly in gold, much like Spaghetti, who was kind of one of the big preseason stories as a brand new competitive team.
And as these teams ready up, we will have this game back underway.
Ender's saying Instinct played preseason. What was I thinking of then? Because we had... Oh yeah, that's right. Never mind. So hold on. Cruisin' was on... Kavichi was on a team with B. Wasn't he on a team with B-Love? I thought he was on... Am I totally mistaken here?
You know my memory's not that great, so I have no clue.
I thought Kavichi was on Atlas Megacorp last year with B-Love. Am I wrong? Preseason, that is. I could be wrong. If I am, I apologize. But over here, it'll be Isolate here with Meatballer rolling on out.
So it will bounce off the geometry. There will be a flurry of stuns and exchanges in the mid. And it will go into the hands of Konamara, who will try and find that pass downfield. It will be, instead of clear, trying to find something off the geometry, maybe a shot. And that shot was actually on to be saved by Isolate. So maybe a purposeful shot, who knows. But nonetheless, in the hands of Meatballer to start this Spaghetti offense.
And Ender's saying, cruising was with B-Love. There you go, that makes more sense. Thank you for unscrambling the discombobulation in the mind of the door. Happens every once in a while, but here going in for maybe a score off of some boost. A great leech there coming in from Spank, and he eyes the goal, but already covered off.
So Spank will hold for his team to get in position. They will get that pass above goal, but it will bounce off the crossbar. A quick slap from Kavichi won't find its target. So we'll go back into the hands of Instinct, and Instinct will get another try at this possession. Trying to find that pass off the geometry. Player not able to read it, and a clear will try and come out from Spaghetti.
And right back to Spank. A very quick launch on that pass. And likewise for that one, but still good control, good precision, and making, well, the right decision as they just came up on the feet there to deliver the 2 points. And it's a 5-4, still favoring Spaghetti, and they're going to be at Joust advantage here.
Joust advantage to Spaghetti. QBing will be, I believe, Meatballer. Let's see. They're keeping it together. You're going to have Isolate running through QB, sending it through tube. It's going to bounce off the geometry as Spaghetti now retreats for possession.
And going for the pass over here to the tunnel, just whirling around the blocks and trying to block off some of the punches coming through as well. All know how dangerous Spaghetti is when it comes to that brawl game of theirs, especially Y-Perm, but really Spaghetti as a whole, a very aggressive team. They play their own way, and it's brought them a lot of success for the most of the last 5 months now or so since we've been introduced to their team.
Cruising out the back line to receive that slap back, sending it ahead, and they'll find that shot at 4 meters. Very quick release from Konamara. Very, very well played, incredibly quick. No one was expecting that shot.
Yeah, and getting back to Play Enjoy as well. So that hype train was something, though. Could have had come after Strem made that mail slot three-pointer that won them the game. Yeah, that shot was so huge, wasn't it? I mean, there was still maybe a minute and a half, 2 minutes left in that one, but that was really the one that built the momentum. But it was fun. I mean, all of us are here, a part of it now. Part of history as going for the shot there. Konamara just missing.
Up by 1. They needed that to extend their lead, so they had some breathing room for a 3. To receive it outside, the bubble is Konamara. Konamara trying to find that cross pass, but it will be off target. And Spaghetti will find the clear through tunnel.
Cruising going to be encroached upon by the defense. Does a good job slapping it out just in time. However, backline the positioning from Spaghetti going to play dividends, pay dividends. And Meatball is going to try and find that back pass, just eyeing the goal again. Instinct. We know how good their defense can be here with the backline of Kavichi and Cruising. Always strong. That said, wow. Meatballer from Al on the assist. That's a 3 from the anchor position.
What a quick turnaround. He didn't even look like he pulled it back. It just looked like natural movement as he was turning around, and the quick release took everyone by surprise. 2 quick shots from both of these teams.
Those are one of the ones I mentioned a lot from Joker that they pull off, for instance. It's a shot you wouldn't recommend on, 9 out of 10 occasions, but if you're precise with it and you time it right, you can take people off guard just like Meatballer does there with the 3-point score. They're up 11-6 now.
Big play from Spaghetti. Spaghetti with 1 minute and 10 seconds. They've got time. They've got time to burn, and they want to take away this first round.
Looking in good position too. I mentioned Spaghetti has had some slow starts in recent weeks, but really after the first few minutes of play, I mean, they're putting up the points. And Instinct, coming in, you would think warmed up there from their victory against Gambit, maybe feeling good, but being stopped, it seems, here in round 1, not half an hour later against Spaghetti.
This isn't the Instinct that I'm used to seeing like they are off rhythm. They're just trying to find their groove and to approach and find the shots. Konamar just taking it by himself, even though he had an approaching player from his left for the cross. He didn't need anyone. He's going to do it by himself. A 19 meters second rocket out of his hand.
Yeah, can't deny the results, although that said, that still lends credence to what you were just saying. I mean, that shot was taken a bit deep. There was a cross pass available, and that's actually very uncharacteristic of Instinct there. So yes, he made the shot, but was it a high quality shot? Not really. That's an theoretically easily savable goal for a lot of goalies to get there, and just a lower percentage shot overall. So one more shot coming out there, and it will fall for Al, 14-8.
Strong showing from Spaghetti. Spaghetti proving that Instinct doesn't have anything on them, so they'll take the first round with that 6-point advantage. Really great play from Spaghetti. Meatball are able to make stops in the backfield, finding that 3 that really put them ahead and put the nail in the coffin for Instinct in this first round.
All right, so for the stats here, as we will get a reset on the clock, so we'll see how long this intermission does or does not last. But nonetheless, will be 6 points from Meatballer, 3 for Al. Minding you that there was that reset, so these aren't full stats exactly, but nonetheless, coming through, Al with 1 assist, 2 saves as well. For the other side, Connemara with 4 points. It's Spank with 2, 3 assists for Cruisin', 7 stuns for Kavici. But good effort there, offensively led by Al and Meatballers certainly, but in the back line cannot deny the tangible effects that Isolates and a Y-Perm will have there, just allowing their offense to run offense, and then they're kind of manning the back and just filling the roles that they need to fill there and enable the rest of their team to score. So with that said, we're still, I think, waiting on the intermission to expire. The next series, directly following this match, we have an exciting one again. The return of Team Joker, trying to end the night here, feeling a bit better, versus Infinite. Now that will be a very hype game, no doubt, as well. 2 master caliber teams, and that'll be casted right after this by Sputnik and I, so stay tuned for that as well.
And I'm looking forward to that matchup. It's going to be a great one. Today has been a great one, too. Looking to take this second round, forcing a third round will be Instinct. Instinct trying to get in the groove of things, but with this neutral joust underway, it will be knocked towards the back line of Spaghetti and thrown through tunnel by Y-Perm into the back line of Instinct.
And right back through the tunnel again as the boosts go out. So starting maybe this very similar ways we started round 1 here with some extreme back and forth play based on the clears and then the immediate stacks.
A lot of quick play and transition in the first round allowed Spaghetti to pull ahead. So Instinct will probably try and slow it down, maintain possession, and not allow Spaghetti to get any momentum.
Yeah, and this is a running theme with Spaghetti for sure. There's a few teams like him. I kind of pile together sometimes unintentionally, Spaghetti and Orbit in a sense, but they're both these young teams that just they play such a interesting style. I mean, it's meta sometimes, but other times it's not. For Spaghetti, they bothered a lot of teams because of this kind of unconventional at times defense where they're just playing super aggressive, and maybe that's what's bothering Instinct here, unable to get too much of their slow offense going.
Definitely, and it doesn't seem like Spaghetti always plays methodically. Sometimes they just play breakneck, and they'll have this chance in the bubble, but it'll be knocked out back into the hands of Owl, and Owl will try again with that lower pass, but it will be retrieved off the ceiling by Y-Perm.
And he'll have some time just to back this out, and there's Spaghetti now trying to play it a little bit slow. See Mini Hat in the chat, one of the Spaghetti players, watching his team Al here approach, but has it stolen out. Mini Hat, also one of our new casters, made his debut yesterday, and or actually 2 days ago, I believe, and it's been fun.
Al making that save, that ricochet bounce into the goal at the last moment in the bubble. So we'll sail towards that bubble of Instinct. Instinct chasing, and that slap by a member of Spaghetti, not able to find it off the backboard. So we'll go into the hands of Y-Perm. Y-Perm will send it to Bowtie. And Al will utilize a few ducks and not find that shot off the backboard as it will be saved by Cruisin'.
And it will just rocket to the other end as some fast approaching Spaghetti players, not followed far behind by the pair of Instinct players, and then the intercept over in the back line as well.
A much more controlled Instinct. I think I called it right when I said they will slow it down, and that's what they're doing right now. 7 minutes, 20 seconds, and no score. It's a very, very slow-paced game compared to the first one, but this is exciting nonetheless.
I think Instinct's doing a better job of keeping constantly on the move. That's the thing with Spaghetti as they go for a passing play, just missing the hands there. But you know, with how aggressive Spaghetti's been kind of playing in the midfield and playing up on them, just Instinct keeping constant movement. You know, same applies to a lot of sports. If you're just kind of standing around, yeah, your defense or your defenders are just going to be pressed up on you. But if everyone on your team is moving, you keep the defense on their feet, you're going to be able to get those passes off a lot more efficiently.
Spaghetti not able to find that pass. Player stunned, but they'll try and send it to Ness. They'll find it at Ness, and they will rush the goal and find that shot at 4 meters.
And finally, just as B-Love says, 3 minutes, no score. We finally get one there from Meatballer. Cruisin' kind of stunned out in the goal. He attempted to duck and get a headbutt play potentially, but just unable to, and those are always tough anyways, so nothing to be ashamed of there, but put in the effort at least for Cruisin', and we know he's going to do that as a goalie, one of the better goalies definitely in the league.
So Cruisin' to receive it from Ness, sending it down to Konamara, getting it back from Konamara, holding it at the back line, surveying the field, seeing what he has and what he doesn't have, and he doesn't have anything right now, and he'll send it down to Kvici at the ceiling, but it will be stopped by a stun. Wyperm will find it and clear it through tunnel.
And you see there, too, just that pass there, for Instinct, they were eyeing it the entire time, but it was just closed off completely by Spaghetti's aggressive man-on-man defense. So just testament to, again, the fact that they are really trying to make Instinct play a game that isn't, you know, theirs, not their style, and it's bothering them here in the first couple rounds.
Trying to find a shot there at close range, but not able to put it on target. Will again be Instinct. Instinct has been struggling in this bubble, not able to get anything by Spaghetti.
And Spaghetti with the attempted tap out. Cruisin' there. There's a stack for Spaghetti now trying to bother with a different style of defense. You see what I mean? Just the moment you think, all right, well, Spaghetti's playing tough man-on-man, then they suddenly split off into a stack. And they're just doing their best to keep the offensive Instinct on their toes with some incredible, just high-pressure defense.
But they'll find that one. The cross in front of the goal, spank to Konamara at 2 meters.
Yeah, great pass, but you see how long and how many attempts it took. I mean, they had to work so hard to finally get that classic Instinct play, that bread and butter. So, yeah, I mean, 2-2, 6 minutes just about. 5.5 expired off of this round. Very low scoring second round because of this defense.
Instinct is no slouch. They can play with the best of them, but they are just struggling against Spaghetti's defense. So Wyperm to receive it outside that bubble, sending it across. No one is there. And in the scramble, it will go into the hands of Instinct's defense.
And then right to the tunnel, but immediately cut off again, forcing this tough bounce. Again cut off. You see, within half a second, there is someone on these QBs or on these receivers to force a pass somewhere that Instinct doesn't really want to pass it to, or they can't pass it to because there's no angle. Here it is again. You see what the dives. This is fantastically played from Spaghetti.
And looking at these stats, Wyperm with 30 stuns. He's got to be laying the hurt on this Instinct offense.
Just as you say it, that was Wyperm with a stun and a steal on Kvici, now looking for the stack, but denied quite well there. But still, it's isolated on the front line, looking for the cross, and a great grab from Spank.
Excellent read by Spank, putting himself between those passes, but he can't find that clear. Will go into the hands of Ao. Ao in good position, getting stolen by Meatballer. What are they doing? They got no respect for one another, so they'll send it to Bo, and it will go to Ness, but the stun will come out, and it will go into the hands of Kvici, who will clear it through tunnel.
Make no mistake, set plays. I know you wouldn't think it, but I'm sure it was a set play, because I've seen it from Spaghetti before, honestly. Interesting strategy, no less, but hey, as Mini Hat himself said yesterday, a little bit alluded to, you know, they do, Spaghetti often does, they do their own thing. They'll pull out these unconventional plays.
And they are one of the younger teams in the league, and they are funny kids at that. They play their own style. So to get it off the ceiling is ow. Only taking it at 7 meters, and that one, that hurts. They'll pull ahead by 2.
And still anyone's match here at 2:26, so Instinct has just got to kind of muster up that solidarity, basically, you know, mental solidarity. Okay, we've got this, guys. They're in the comms. The comms are, at this point of time especially, they got to be stronger than ever. Everything is being talked about, and they should be fine. They're only down by 2 in what is a tremendously low-scoring game through no fault of their own. It's just the defense here, but unfolding into a one-on-one, and Cruisin' showing why he is a bully inside the goal. And now a grab from Spank as well.
An excellent challenge from Cruisin'. He had one hand out to stun, he had one hand out to save, and he found it right. So to take it off the wall will be Meatballer, sending it through mid into the hands of YPerm. And YPerm to take his time getting challenged and sending it through tunnel. But this is going to go into the backline player Cruisin's hands.
B-Love in the chat saying, great stop, Cruzy. And I agree that was absolutely paramount to just keeping his team here involved. And it's still in the game with 123. I mean, it's so important because right now they can tie or take a lead with a great cross into the goal quickly. It's 4 apiece here, just approaching the final minute of round 2.
Great game. I feel that if we hadn't had such an exciting game previously, we would be losing our minds on this game as well. So to receive it from Nest will be Isolate to start off this Spaghetti offense, sending it through to Tunnel. Before Tunnel, into the hands of YPerm. YPerm not able to find that. Will be knocked off the head. And Spank will go for that long shot, but he will not find it. And it'll bounce off the backboard.
So recovery, still another chance. Are we going to see another cross pass being cut off very well there by YPerm? And again, the defense from Spaghetti, just excellent, because that is, again, the default play just for Instinct. They love going for those crosses into the slap shot, and it works out so well for them, but Spaghetti is just playing all kinds of aggressive to deny it.
So Kavichi trying to find that cross pass. It will be cut off by Ao, and Ao will get that clear, and they'll chase it down, but the stuns and the leech from that member of Instinct, and Instinct is trying to play this prevent defense. They got 10 seconds. They do not want to lose this. They do not want to lose this series, and they'll send it into the hands of Meatballer. So Meatballer will try and juke this defender. He will try and make that attempt, but he won't find it as Kavichi will find the save off the backboard. It is overtime in the second round. Spaghetti looking to take this into, and Instinct looking to stay and force a third.
My goodness, what a save there. I mean, yes, the backboard takes a little bit of steam off of those ones, but as we all know, when the time is winding down, the game's on the line, the pressure is at its absolute highest. And then you talk about the defense. Absolutely crucial. Ice cold. But question is, can Instinct end it here and force the third round off this cross pass? No, a turnover, and to the other side it'll go.
And these boosts, they're struggling to come out. The stuns, they are everywhere. And the slap through into the bubble, but it's not there. It will be retrieved by Ao. Now has the attempt to find it, and they will take this in 2 in overtime at 8 meters. The 3 from Ao.
What a match and what an impressive performance from Spaghetti. Take back everything I said about what they were looking like previous weeks, coming out slow. No, they came out with a game plan today, and it worked wonders on what is a very dominant team in Instinct themselves. I mean, high-level matchup all around, both of these teams gold-ranked. But I don't think, it's not often you see Instinct stop like that just so cohesively due to the defense. And that is full stop what bought Spaghetti that win. Super impressed.
Full stop. There is no way to interpret that any other way, and I am speechless. What a great game, and I hand it off to you, Palidore. I got nothing else.
All right, well, we're going to keep it going because we got something else stopping by real soon. You know what that is? It's going to be Team Joker versus Infinite on this same channel right here. So I'll leave you there with the stats. That's scheduled start time actually right about now. So just need a minute to resettle and configure a few things, but we'll be back imminently. Don't go away. All right, hello everybody. Welcome back yet again. What has been a massively hyped day full of some big-time games from some big-time teams. We're back here full-time on the cast. I'm Palidore, SputnikKobra next to me. And we've got next on this schedule, Team Joker, returning after an hour or two break, facing off against Infinite.
I will never underestimate the power of the hype train, and may it start again. We have the second most anticipated matchup of tonight. So with the neutral joust countdown underway, we are going to be started, and I can't wait to see who is victorious in this epic matchup.
All right, here we go. So Joker now just trying not to concede 2 losses in a row, which would be highly unusual after going for a full season, not even being taken to round 3 off of so many. Right here's Zach W having it saved immediately by Ryan. It looks like a great save, great clear.
So we will start off with that good energy. Ryan with that impeccable save and the clear to the backline player, YouTube. So they'll get another chance at this. Infinite looking to get something, but getting stopped with that pass. And it will go into the hands of Dash. Dash sending it through mid. And these boosts come out to chase it down for possession.
And getting said possession is Ryan, but couldn't find the goal. Second attempt, a miss there from Jay, and into the hands, though, of a rebounded Dash, and he'll just back it out, and back it out even further, and good recognition there from the Joker team here to just, maneuver their way around what otherwise can be a very stifling defense on Infinite.
They're playing this methodically. They're taking their time. They're trying to get that, and they'll get it, but they won't find it on the first attempt. They'll get it on the second one. YouTube reading that duck and dive in front of the goal, but Dash pulling it right out of his hands and putting it in.
That was some sick concentration there from either YouTube or Palace. Can't be quite sure. Somebody in the goal, but either or the defense. That was a great grab, but we've actually seen this several times today alone, both the European matches as well as these North American ones. Just the great saves, but immediately re-grabbed by the offense for a dunk.
So Jay Walker to send it to that backline player, YouTube immediately feeding it up to Zach. Zach trying to find his brother, Andy trying to find his brother on the floor. And between these W brothers, they are a powerful offense, but they just can't get started right now. And it will go into the hands of Joker where they will clear it and they will chase it down for possession.
And now spacing out, it looks like a Kung, at least kind of trying to direct them to space out a bit, checking behind him, and finally Dash kind of gets the message, gets the disc, and now there's the good spacing we see for Joker trying to maneuver once more through this tangled up defense, and maybe a score, just one-on-one in fact, but Kung rings the bell, and Dash just as well, but he still gets a score, and it's 4 for Joker.
Joker taking the lead with 7 minutes and 30 seconds on the clock. They're looking strong. Infinite has to respond, but Infinite can't get their offense started. Every time they try and push towards that bubble or try and get long passes from mid, they get stopped, and they need to change it up.
Looking to do so here. Will be at least made into this side of the floor, but you can just see the pileup of Joker players forming. But, oh, a sling from Andy. He's not one who's shy to take those 180s, 360s, and what have you. He'll go for them, and he'll make them a lot of the time.
So Dash just set it up, looking like a boost attempt. A very weird exchange will go to the hands of one of the players of Infinite. They'll lose it. It'll be chased up by this Joker team, and they'll try and find that shot. It will be too wide. It will bounce out.
And skying for the rebound and the tap to Kung. Going right down below, kind of gave a look away before the passing play, but the defense again diving out for Infinite. Palace getting a clear, and now 2 very fast approaching players, and even some more yet getting stuck here at mid.
So Kung to receive it, getting that immediate self pass, and then the forward pass to Ryan. Ryan sending it back. They're going to take their time. They're going to see what they can pull on this Infinite defense.
And hello again, Twitch chat as well. See Strem in there, Rosie, Supreme Buns. This is Supreme Fun as Dash goes for a score, slinging it through there with the assist from Kung.
Dash getting really close to that goalie, keeping his block up, and then releasing it to slap it in, not giving YouTube any chance to make a stop.
Yeah, because we know YouTube is fully ready, willing, and able to get his hands all over any kind of shot attempt. Very talented player inside the goal there for Infinite over the course of the last year and year plus. In fact, I mean, just we've seen kind of the rise of YouTube and a lot of these players here. Newer to the competitive scene in a sense, but getting the goal here is Andy for the first 2.
And that's what they needed. Different play, different approaches. That's exactly what they needed. They found the pass off the upper ceiling, able to read it, to pull the goalie out. Andy finding the pass, the shot off the backboard. Just great stuff from Infinite.
Yeah, and mentioning Andy and being newer too.
Wrong side, bro.
He gave. Anyway, so he gives a little friendly advice to Joker players, letting them know that was not the appropriate side to take it. But yeah, Andy is a player here who, in the grand scheme of things, newer compared to a lot of the veteran players you see in these master tier teams. But he gives a lot of credit to Zach, his brother Zach there, for being able to play together and learn together and just really helping enable. Oh, here's a Joker train, and it is off the cable. It's Ryan 8, now going up 8-2.
It is nice to see that there is a family component in this game. They have 2 brothers on the same team. It's been awesome to watch them work together, play together, and grow as a team. So Joust advantage back to Infinite, down by 6. YouTube to receive it. Amelie set it down. It's not going to be caught by a player.
Hold on. Jay Walker gave it back to them. Said wrong side, bro. Partial wrecked. Anyways, anyway, I love that. I love the chippiness as long as it's kept friendly like that. That's hilarious. But Zach here will back it out to YouTube and get stuck at the midline for the moment into the cleared hands of Dash, actually.
So to get it, it's no one's disc yet. Picked up by Zach. Zach immediately throws it backwards. It's going to go in the hands of a player of Joker to be quickly stunned out. And just quick passing between these players. Luckily, their backline player Dash is there to receive it.
And see the aggression coming out. We saw that from Meatball from Spaghetti on against Instinct just moments ago. How that really aggressive defense in the midline bothers teams. And you know what? Both of these teams are very much willing to play that aggressive defense in spurts whenever they need to. And you can see it here. They're all outside the bubble and causing turnovers on top of it.
So Andy with the chase down for both players. And the shot attempt will bounce off the shield, but be picked right back up by Palace, who will find it at 15 meters. And this is what they need. This is the momentum. Maybe we can see a shift happen and Infinite take this. Who knows?
I knows. No, I don't. But 8-5 here for Joker at the Joust advantage. But Infinite maybe, as you said, building up some steam off of that. See Rocks Titan saying Joker and King are tied in MMR now. Very interesting development there, especially late season. Question is really, at this point, well, with the records that they have, who is the team to beat in NA more than anyone? Before I would have said Joker, but after that, I mean, I can't wait for the playoffs, and he can't wait to take the shot there. Risky on a guy like YouTube. He saves it.
A great stop from YouTube. You can see that body movement. He had to lean to find that save, which he did. Quick reflexes from YouTube. So Ryan outside the bubble under pressure. Only pressure by one man. Finding that pass along the wall. And again, look at this pressure from Infinite. The slap back. A little bit of jankiness from Jaywalker, maybe some technical issues, and a clear from Infinite.
I think that was the Renegade he just did. But Palace here with a shot attempt, recollects it. Andy W gets the score. It's a 1-point match here in the first round. And I can only assume maybe a restart. Maybe.
That must be upsetting for Infinite. They had a good chance at goal, but a technical difficulty took that from them.
All right, well, maybe no restart, so I guess Jay back in play. And, yeah, still a 1-point lead for Joker, but it's the lead has been shrinking minute by minute here as Infinite looks to mount that comeback with 90 seconds remaining.
Getting that stun on the ship with the pass. He was behind the player, so really not like Joker to do that, mistiming. So we'll go in the hands of Zach off the ceiling with the stun, the long, clear attempt will bounce off and to be retrieved by Jaywalker.
Yeah, so Jay is seemingly good to go here. Last minute of the first round. And Ryan just working it through the tunnel, momentarily uncontested, with a very tightly knit pass over there to Jay. Trying to find, I'm not even sure what, but a headbutt will be had, but YouTube slings it out.
YouTube wasn't even in goal, but he was able to shut down that angle. Talk about being able to play goal from anywhere on the arena. So with this possession attempt, Jaywalker just sent it up. It won't find its target, and it will be retrieved by Dash in the back line reset.
And 39 seconds and counting. We have already seen some aggressive defense from Infinite. They're going to have to step it up even more if they want to have a chance to come back. Now there's the window, but the window now closing with Joker up by 3. So the best that Infinite can hope for now is a tie.
Infinite needs that 3. This is the first round, and it's turning out to be a stellar one at that. So with less than 10 seconds, what can they do?
Well, a very fast headbutt joust will do it, at least in terms of getting it to the other side. Now, if someone can get this disc and assault that goalie, need to fling it, and it's gonna be saved out and cleared out. And round 1 concludes 10-7, favoring Joker.
If the second round is anything like the first round, we are in for a great game. Really great saves from these goalies. YouTube able to make terrific stops. Kung making that last save, keeping their team in it, although it might have not been a 3, but still really good plays from both these teams.
Yeah, and that rollout from Infinite was still excellent. They executed the way they want with the precision headbutt. You know, they got into the right area to collect the disc on the other side. The only place that went wrong really was just not having a designated person heading for the goal, which in that kind of case, obviously hard to execute because with that fast headbutt, you want to make sure you get the disc first of all, but that window was incredibly small to maybe have a chance at the tie, just barely unable to do so, but still very, very high level plays, even just in the rollouts that you don't see from every single tier. It's all that nuanced play that makes these master tier, master league games especially interesting to watch. And learn from, for that matter.
Definitely, and the rollout from Infinite changed over the course of the first round. They adjusted their strategy. They were able to find some rhythm, so maybe they'll apply that this round, and it will be a different story for them.
So we'll see here on the neutral joust of round 2. Slowly coming through, Andy, just immediate back pass that hits the right spot. YouTube gets it right back to him, and then Andy back again. Slight ricochet will be retained now by Kung, only for a moment though.
So with this advantage, Joker trying to get into spots, get into position, trying to shut down this offense, and they will. Kung will read it. Kung will get 2 consecutive stuns and get possession for the clear.
What a bully. I mean, Kung just getting those bells rung in terms of all the brawls that he just doled out there, stunning all of these offensive players, and now maybe enabling Infinite, though they do get the disc back, so it's going to be a clear, and they do get it through. Actually, Kung hopping out of nowhere just about to receive it, and a quick clear up by YouTube, so good comms from Infinite, no doubt, to get that one out.
And in this bubble, they haven't attempted, they'll find it, and yet 1 meter, they take the lead, 2 points in the second round, 9 minutes on the clock.
All right, that's what they needed here. 1 minute off again, and first score going Infinite's way. That's in itself a good calming factor. You know, just to visually be able to see the goal being scored, the disc going in. A lot of the times, that can be all you need to come back and have a great second round.
Dash to take the QB, setting it up, and this Infinite stack is looking to contest this Joker offense and able to juke that defender. Ryan is making it hard for him, so getting that pass off to Pac-Man, to Jaywalker. Jaywalker back to the backline player. Dash into the floor, this quick passing. And getting that stun, oh my god, and approaching from the bubble, but not finding the shot. YouTube is right there with the hands. They make the save.
And that is a attempted shot that could have wrapped up. It was a very nice sequence from Infinite, unable to convert. But there is the sack already, trying to get back. And look at all these redirects. This incredible speed as that goes off the corner and taken back by YouTube with a Joker. Split up just a bit, but not for too long because there's another intercept, Sputnik.
Down by 2, but looking so strong. Getting this stun. Infinite needs that. They've got possession. They're going for that shot. It will be off target, and it'll be quickly picked up by that incredibly fast boosting from Joker.
Can barely keep up with all this boosting floor. End of the floor to end of the floor, and there it's going to happen some more. Another clear going towards the midline, actually getting stuck in the pocket here, so maybe momentary respite, but not for too long, because there's Ryan with a long shot. It's just off the back.
A misread by that backline player, not able to get possession, but luckily they got a break. Joker not able to find that shot, getting that pass to upper block and nailing this approach on goal. They'll find it, Kung, from Jay at 3 meters.
I'm only surprised it's only a few minutes off this second round. It feels like we're already halfway through almost. The pacing frantic and a lot of just back and forth, almost a panicked kind of play. But that's just what you're dealing with sometimes when you have the midfield aggression that these teams both provide.
And these are some incredibly tight matchups. This is an incredible shot and save from Dash, but this is really what VRML is all about. This is what allows us to have such great matches, and they'll find that shot. Jay at 20 meters, unbelievable relay shot.
So good, you made Sputnik cry just about, but Dash assisting and Jaywalker finishing. That was a beautiful straight lineup of passes from one end to the other, and a goal it will be. 5-2, Joker's way.
And to pick it up from Nest, YouTube sending it up to Zach. Zach to the tunnel. Andy under pressure. Andy will lose it to Kung, and Kung will go for that long shot. It will bounce off that block, and it will be a scramble for possession. Infinite not looking too strong right now. They have to get collected. They have to get in their game.
Yeah, a little bit scrambling. Again, that Joker defense, just like that spaghetti defense on Instinct, that kind of defense will pressure you into just getting a little bit scrambled at times. So we're seeing some of that here. I think the regrabs, super quick for Infinite in that first round. A few of them have been a little bit slower to get started on the stacks, and I think that's making the difference here.
And with that forward pass, with this advantage on goal 2-1, they will find it. YouTube, unbelievable double save. I'm gonna lose my voice. This is great stuff.
Watch out, we got a lot of big games ahead in the rest of the week. So off here it goes to the 3-point shot, just missing there as Joker retreats into the goal. They have a 2-on-2 unfolding, and a deep shot's gonna be taken. Not made, not with Dash in the way, no sir.
And with that clear through tunnel, it will be Infinite getting their backline, but they're not there. YouTube isn't there to stop it. Ryan 8 will get it ahead of that defense and find the shot at 9 meters.
What more can you say but just well played? You got to shake your head at that because that's the second time now. We saw that one earlier here. It was a Dash from the midline assist to Jay, I believe. over around the bow tie, like straight line of passes. A very similar thing. It's just a pass, 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 immediate fling into the goal, and it is dead accurate. And that is so dangerous. They don't take any time at all, Joker, in terms of getting those shots off and in, more importantly.
So to pick it up will be Andy sending it up to Zach. Zach cross, and they'll find that. That's what they need. It's a 4-point game, 4 minutes on the clock at 5 meters. Palace from Zach.
Yeah, exactly what they needed there to get the score and the drought, because Infinite did open up the second round with that first score. And remember, I said this is good for the mentality. Maybe they can bring it back, have a strong second round. But then since then, maybe another caster's curse or something of the sorts, because they had gone through a bit of a drought. But important shot here, but more importantly, they need to defend. 3:45 left, and now a shot does go through for Kong. It's 10 points now to 4.
Whether it was a cross-pass attempt or a shot, it found its way in. Kong from dash at 6 meters is a 6-point game. 2 threes will put them back in this. Infinite, let's do it. These amazing saves from YouTube. I can't wait to see what they have to do right now.
Trying to go for that wedge pass here. They got 2 in the goal for Joker. And Infinite down by 6, but it's not going to stick too long in the hands of Zach as he gets knocked loose there. And Ryan, 8, goes for that partial clear, but just bounces right back into the general direction of the players. Now maybe trying to line up that deep mail slot and almost meets the results, but unfortunately will not rebounded actually by himself. So a self-pass to Ryan.
And Infinite getting those stuns, that's what they need. They're going to try and chase that down. They're going to be beat by a member of Team Joker. They needed that. They'll find it, though. Palace with the interception, not able to get that back pass. It'll be a scramble. YouTube is there, sending it back down to Trench. And this quick relay, this quick passing up to ceiling. Can he beat the man? Can he beat the goal? He can't. It will be stunned out. Zach will lose it in the bubble.
But luckily getting it back. Palace now 2:20 left, so a lot of time, unfortunately, for Infinite being wasted off that scramble. But unraveling on the goal, it's Zach with one of his classic plays there, just coming up from a very tight angle and just finding the way into the goal. So 10-6, they are still in it for Infinite.
Infinite has to take this round to stay in it. Team Joker wanting to take this in 2. They've got the 4-point lead. They've got joust advantage. So to receive it will be Dash, immediately sending it up to mid to Ryan. Ryan's got 2 passes ahead of him, sending it left. And they've got a man on the floor. They'll go to him, and they'll send it back, but they'll miss it. It will be a scramble for possession into the hands of Andy.
Otherwise, a great setup for Joker, just not the execution. That one almost executing them for the goal. It'll be Zach W, but saved out by Jay Walker with a huge one here with less than a minute and a half remaining, maybe turning into a goal if they play their cards, but no, Jay Walker down below and saved by Zach, clear now.
They've got a player on the other side of that tunnel. He needed to get that pass. He had a chance on a long shot to close the margin by only 1 point. So Andy, with that clear through tunnel, these boosts are going to come out. They need to come out hot. They need to come out fast, and they'll be there. So Palace with it down to
Nice.
Andy, and Andy with the shot at 3 meters. It's a 2-point game, less than a minute. This is amazing stuff.
That's a tremendous shot and tremendously important shot here in round 2 to keep Infinite alive. The treble is for Joker. They have this control, and the thing is, their boosts have been buying them so many opportunities here with that quickness. So Infinite needs to be quick. They need to be aggressive. And that's a tough and tall order, but seeing if they can get it done with the stun. There's Palace looking for the pass, but just missing the hands, and that could have been their open window to maybe win the second round. But looking more and more unlikely, but they still have a chance here.
And they lost that pass to Ness. They're making these last errors. They needed these passes. They need to get towards that bubble. They need 2 to tie it up, and they get this pass into the bubble. Under pressure, they'll find the shot. Zach at 4 meters is a tie game. 10 seconds, more than likely. This is overtime. There is no time left in the second round, and hopefully this will go to Infinite. I can't say that I want a third round. I can't take turns and sides. I can't do any of this, but I want to see a third game.
Well, then, that is a hope, as we've gotten quite a few times today alone. We've seen a lot of great ones. This is really what a great way to end the 11th week, in our 11th hour, essentially, of Echo Arena VR Master League. We got ourselves an OT and the launch. Now let's see if this ends quick, as it often does in these situations, but look at that. Infinite, very well prepared.
But in the back line, they'll chase it. They'll get stunned out. They need that possession. They get the shot. It is off the crossbar, but they receive it. They need that. They'll lose possession to Kong. They had that chance. This is intense, and they'll get that clear through the tunnel.
Oh, man. Look at all these pileups forming up. You know, anyone who's ever played Echo, you know the intensity right now, the heartbeats through the roof, right there, hitting the roof. And now, maybe loose for one game-ending shot. It's Joker and Jay Walker, 12-10, and it is the end on this series.
And such an ending it is. It was a hard-fought match for these teams. Infinite not able to make that 3 and allowing Jay Walker to get that 2 off the backboard. A great game to cast, a great game to watch. I'm so grateful to be here.
Man, just barely denied another round 3. And as mentioned before, Kangarillas were the only ones who could actually force Joker into those round 3s, and it looked so close. That shot off just earlier on, right before the OT was forced, was so close to hitting. And Joker, I mean, already showing once today that they could bleed, and it almost happened again. But as has often been the case throughout the season, they still came through and provided the highlight plays to end it, and that one was courtesy of Jay in OT.
As my heart rate starts to lower itself,
Oh,
wow.
I already called the ambulance for you, don't worry.
Call 2 ambulances, call the hospital. I need as much help as I can get. What a great game. Just great stuff. And again, I got nothing else to say. I'll hand it off to you, Palidore.
All right, folks. Well, I hope you've been enjoying yourselves today. It's been just a long stream of matches. This one going on for 3 hours, but before that we had a few hours in a row as well. Pretty much from at least my time. I mean, started off at noon. It's now 6 p.m. and we're rolling. We're rocking. We're feeling good because the results have been shocking. And you know what? It's understood that the matches tonight are just at the height of Echo Arena and VR Master League play. So thank you guys for joining me today. Now, with that said, I'll bring out the match schedule here to show you what we got for the remainder of the night. Not too much left to go in our final stretch, but we do have a 30-minute or so gap between the next. So let's see. Yes, we have Nitro versus Genesis. Actually, that was happening at the moment. So actually one more match on the night, I should say. Half an hour from now, it's Mirage versus the Skull Crusaders. And that will be the conclusion of this very exciting day. And so with that said, too, and since we have so many of you here, again, we've peaked our season high numbers multiple times today. I mean, right now, floating around that 60 number. So with all you guys here and involved, before we head out for a 30-minute break, I'll also bring out just the standings for our regions here to take a look at what's going on. And you can see Team Joker, they are going to be maintaining that #1 position, but just barely. Kangarillas creeping up right behind with, again, the successful match earlier, one of the best of the season, if not just period, just the best matches and best hype, chat-wise, and you can ask for. It's such a tight race. Like I was saying, I mean, you have Infinite right there too, not far behind. Got to shout them out. But I mean, between all these teams at these top ranks going into our final week of season 1 of the regular season, that is. I mean, it's anyone's guess. You have Flair as well. Number 4 position. You can't miss them because they have been formerly known as the Upset Kings. Now they're just a Master League team, Master Tier team. And on any given day, they can hand any of those top 3 a loss. You have Illuminati at number 5. They're the preseason champions, and just by that factor alone, you can't count them out, especially in big match situations. So it is incredibly interesting what we have going on here towards the end of the season, needless to say. We got over on the European side as well. There's going to be intrigue there because we got Phantoms. Talk about dominant seasons. They have not lost. I think one of those matches not recorded yet, but they are 22-0 on the season. That unprecedented and probably a record in VRML that just frankly is unlikely to be broken anytime soon, if ever. It would take a very long season. But it is interesting too, though, because we have Team Gravity, the preseason champions over in Europe, who made their return. They took a little bit of a hiatus for about 4 or 5 weeks, but came back. And if there's a team that can contest and actually hand Phantoms their possible first loss on the season, it's going to be Team Gravity. They did it in the playoffs back in December. They could do it again. Of course, Smash Dash, a constant over in Europe, coming in now third in that gold division. And they've just, again, been consistent. I kind of like to refer to Smash Dash almost as they're kind of like the Ignite of the European side, or vice versa, where they're just two long-standing teams with a veteranship on there that are always attacking right there near the top. So that's going to be an interesting thing, too, as well as Vertigo and Quackheads, a couple of teams there who have really been proving themselves more and more over the season, building up some wins after maybe slower starts and off and on play. Vertigo, they took Team Gravity to 3 rounds just earlier in the week. So a lot of interesting stuff there as well. Now, I do believe that just about covers it. Are you alive and okay, Sputnik?
I'm still here.
Right.
I got a blood pressure cuff on. I'm making sure I'm not gonna have a heart attack. But really great stuff. Great stuff.
Absolutely. Well, I'm glad you're good. We got the connoisseur vote here too, just to kind of show the leaderboards on that. Just for fun, because I know people enjoy the voting system here. You can kind of see impressive records there coming in. From Mozzie, Jamarin, Mozzie, Blastro. I mean, those are some big numbers they're putting up for sure. And a high success rate at that. Got Whoosh there at number 4. Sneaky and Ryan with 200 guesses, 204. High guess rate. But we've seen a lot of upsets. Even today, yesterday, the last few days, we've seen quite a few connoisseur upsets. So that's kind of an interesting thing to follow. But also a testament, again, to the level of play. You can never guarantee one team is going to win every time, as we've seen very recently.
So,
who is Jamarin? Jamarin is Cam Jam G. Ah, yes. But a very high rate there for Blastro. That is impressive. So got to figure he's watching out there somewhere in the back like a mad genius, with his guesses. Maybe he should invest in the stock market with that kind of success rate. Either or, though, that will do it for the moment. So again, to all our 40-some viewers left in here for now, and the 60 that joined us just as that match was concluding, appreciate you all just the same. So we're going to pardon ourselves for this stream for the moment. We'll be back in about, 20 minutes or so. 26 minutes is when the next one is scheduled to start, which is, again, a Mirage facing off against Skull Crusaders, and that will be the conclusion of this week. So until then, I've been Palidore. That's been Sputnik with the Crunch. And this has been a very fun set of streams. We will see you again real soon.